record straight. TNN, we don't play with the voice of the state. True Slinger News Network, we sling the truth, no delay.
This is TNN, where the truth gets its wings. Groovy Chick and Tim, where the voice when the choir sings. Streaming facts, not fiction, we're the kings and queens. On YouTube, on X, where the real news begins. I'm Tim, and I'm live with the mic in my grip. Groovy Chick's on my side, we don't slip, we don't trip. Catch us on the tube, where the truth gets stripped. On X, we hit 'em with tweets, reality unzipped. We talk sports, we talk fights, we got all the insights. True Slinger's the light in the darkest of nights. We don't sugarcoat, we don't sell lies. We're the news you choose when you're wise. Don't need a disguise, we rise, we surprise. TNN, where the truth never dies. This is TNN, where the truth gets its wings. Groovy Chick and Tim, where the voice when the choir sings. Streaming facts, not fiction, we're the kings and queens. On YouTube, on X, where the real news begins. Groovy Chick's got the style, I'm spitting raw data. Live every day, we're the truth's translator. Subscribe, hit the bell, don't be a spectator. Our news feeds the well, where you drink up the matter. From the headlines to the trends, we're setting the pace. TNN's where you bend in the truth's embrace. We're not just news, we're the voice in the void. Cut through the noise where the facts are deployed. Tim and Groovy Chick with the network deployed. In the world of fake news, where the truth you enjoy. This is TNN, where the truth gets its wings. Groovy Chick and Tim with the voice when the choir sings. Streaming facts, not fiction, we're the kings and queens. On YouTube, on X, where the real news begins. Oh, here's the deal, we're real, we're the pulse, we're the beat. TNN, True Slinger, where info and rhythm meet. We're done with the fake, we break through the deceit. Tune in, stay awake, cause we're bringing that heat.
TNN, we don't play with the voice of the state. True Slinger News Network, we sling the truth, no delay.
This is TNN, where the truth gets its wings. Groovy Chick and Tim, where the voice when the choir sings. Streaming facts, not fiction, we're the kings and queens. On YouTube, on X, where the real news begins. I'm Tim, and I'm live with the mic in my grip. Groovy Chick's on my side, we don't slip, we don't trip. Catch us on the tube, where the truth gets stripped. On X, we hit 'em with tweets, reality unzipped. We talk sports, we talk fights, we got all the insights. True Slinger's the light in the darkest of nights. We don't sugarcoat, we don't sell lies. We're the news you choose when you're wise. Don't need a disguise, we rise, we surprise. TNN, where the truth never dies. This is TNN, where the truth gets its wings. Groovy Chick and Tim, where the voice when the choir sings. Streaming facts, not fiction, we're the kings and queens. On YouTube, on X, where the real news begins. Groovy Chick's got the style, I'm spitting raw data. Live every day, we're the truth's translator. Subscribe, hit the bell, don't be a spectator. Our news feeds the well, where you drink up the matter. From the headlines to the trends, we're setting the pace. TNN's where you bend in the truth's embrace. We're not just news, we're the voice in the void. Cut through the noise where the facts are deployed. Tim and Groovy Chick with the network deployed. In the world of fake news, where the truth you enjoy. This is TNN, where the truth gets its wings. Groovy Chick and Tim with the voice when the choir sings. Streaming facts, not fiction, we're the kings and queens. On YouTube, on X, where the real news begins. Oh, here's the deal, we're real, we're the pulse, we're the beat. TNN, True Slinger, where info and rhythm meet. We're done with the fake, we break through the deceit. Tune in, stay awake, cause we're bringing that heat. This is TNN, where the truth gets its wings. Groovy Chick and Tim, where the voice when the choir sings. Streaming facts, not fiction, we're the kings and queens. On YouTube, on X, where the real news begins. I'm Tim, and I'm live with the mic in my grip. Groovy Chick's on my side, we don't slip, we don't trip. Catch us on the tube, where the truth gets stripped. On X, we hit 'em with tweets, reality unzipped. We talk sports, we talk fights, we got all the insights. True Slinger's the light in the darkest of nights. We don't sugarcoat, we don't sell lies. We're the news you choose when you're wise. Don't need a disguise, we rise, we surprise. TNN, where the truth never dies. This is TNN, where the truth gets its wings. Groovy Chick and Tim, where the voice when the choir sings. Streaming facts, not fiction, we're the kings and queens. On YouTube, on X, where the real news begins. Groovy Chick's got the style, I'm spitting raw data. Live every day, we're the truth's translator. Subscribe, hit the bell, don't be a spectator. Our news feeds the well, where you drink up the matter. From the headlines to the trends, we're setting the pace. TNN's where you bend in the truth's embrace.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty. I have a sense of urgency, a message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Kicking ass and taking names. Watching you. Bitches.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
This is a war. We gotta take back ground, baby.
Hey, Jeremy.
Wow. Uh-oh. Hi. My name is Tim. I'm your backwards truth slinger with the camera completely jacked.
Wow, you're a little short.
I sleep in that mess over there with the dogs. At least one dog. Two dogs, many cats. Let me go fix this. Hang on.
Oh my God.
I'll be right back.
What the heck?
I forgot to set the
You don't
camera
join us for our high-tech production value. No.
Fun.
You join us for our
News.
authenticity.
Breaking news.
And authenticity. We're very authentic.
That's right.
Oh my
See,
God.
look outside. Outside.
Look, that's that's my snow globe. Okay.
That's the ceiling.
All right, stop.
Oh, you stop.
Don't be a retard.
You stop. You stop. Honey, say hi. All right.
I'm not gonna talk to you
I know.
anymore.
Promise?
Doing no. The camera is not right.
Well, how is it not right?
Oh, it's better now. It's farther away. It was like really close up.
Well, that's
What the
because you're
hell?
looking at the recording.
It's
just
backwards.
going out. It's still backwards.
Yeah.
Alright.
Why are we backwards? Oh my goodness, our staggering charisma and incessant charm and authenticity.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, we don't make
So-
our bed because our bed is built into the room.
Watch
It's a
this.
teeny tiny room, and the whole room is the bed. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, wall
So
to
it's
wall
hard-
bed.
Yeah, it's hard to get this to make the bed, and it's just us. So you know what?
That's righty. You got to
Yeah.
scooch to get out of bed.
Although,
Do a little ass scooching.
yeah, that's
It's
a
fine.
workout.
That's the exercise I get, right? You know, I flop, I scooch, I pee, I go back, go climb back in bed, and I do this 2-3 times a
Okay,
night,
now
and
you're
then
sharing
I
way
get up in
too
the morning
much.
and I wander around briefly, like frantically, for about like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, getting us warm, getting coffee made, done, shit, all that stuff. And then I settle in here and I don't really move the whole day. I got a catheter over here. And,
Shut up.
oh,
Oh my God.
so, man, are we having fun yet? Holy shit. Good morning, Waz. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, IW.
Oh, that's a good idea, Was.
Wow.
Bed that falls up into the wall. Murphy.
Do
It's
what?
called a Murphy bed. Murphy
Do what?
bed.
Oh,
Murphy.
yeah. Well, then we would be covering the window. The whole thing works perfect. We got a window right at our head. So if we're too hot,
We used to sleep
we
upstairs,
can crack the window.
which was terrible.
yeah, because it didn't make sense because the way you understand heat rises, all of the air is always you open the window, it's just hot air going out. That's not helpful unless a breeze comes by and accidentally goes.
Yeah, we'd have to have the windows open and a fan on in the winter because it was too hot.
Yeah. Impossible to regulate. Down here, all
Much
natural.
better.
Yeah, just crack that window, man, about a quarter of an inch, you get a little cool breeze flowing across my head. Right. So I sleep in a hoodie, and I
and you
pull
put
the
the-
hoodie up over the top of my head
Mhm.
because it's amazing how much warmer my whole body is with my
And I
head,
love
just
how
my
you
head
take-
covered.
I love how you take responsibility for
And-
my warmth.
I do. Every night I
Yeah.
cover her up, and it's like a thing I do. I just make sure she's all tucked in and shit. I do.
It's funny.
Because, man, you know, she goes to bed, man. She goes, she takes a sleepy pill, you know, and then she wants to be with me as long as possible, you know, and I'm over here going, okay, honey, yeah, if you want to go to bed, okay, that's fine. You can go to bed, you know, and she'll climb in bed and just, you know, and the covers will be, sometimes she'll be, but usually she's hugging one, which doesn't really do one a lot of good in the middle of the night in a cold cabin when the fire goes out, right? So, yeah, so I, you know, put on the blankets on her, do all that little thing. Makes me feel good. I
Hey,
take care of
Jeff.
my fams. So, good morning, Jeff. So, Jeff, what the shit did you think of that school board meeting last night? How many of you people were at the school board meeting last night?
Wow.
People, if you didn't see this, oh my God. Oh my
Shit
God.
show.
It was the best live stream I have ever done. Bar none. I mean, bar none.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was the best fucking live stream ever because you didn't know what was going to happen. And it was way better than the Tyson fight. And it was, and even better than the election. Although I enjoyed the shit out of the election, but it was like this long, drawn out thing. No, this was like 3 hours, 2.5 hours of like action packed. I can't believe what the fuck I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was pontificating, left wing talking points.
They
Okay.
took public comment, and like 80% of the comments were positive for the clinic.
And
I'm
about
like, are you
50%
kidding?
of them were people that were employed
Right.
by the school
right.
district.
Teachers and nurses.
Teachers, nurses, administrators.
Because, of course, they're going to benefit from free
Yes.
healthcare at the school.
That's right. They're going to have a, you know, right there. Fuckers. Oh. Burns my ass to no end.
They're
God.
trying to open a gender clinic.
Yeah, gender affirming care clinic.
That's
man.
not what they're calling it. It's,
Oh,
it's just a
my
clinic.
God.
And they're like, oh, but then they can get their teeth done, and then they'll be there for the physicals.
The physicals for the sports
teams.
teams, you know, that huge
Right.
fucking problem that we had.
And what about faking attention deficit because you want some speeders, and you go down there and they
Oh,
give you
man.
ADD medicine?
So I'll have to look up the names. I finally got the list of names of the school board members, but one of the Republican school board members, the conservative ones, said, so your company's involved in a blah, 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 where somebody gave drugs to someone in a sandwich baggie. And they took them home and they found controlled medications. Is that true? And the lady goes, oh. No, she's the president of the fucking company. Oh, I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry. You fucking bitch. Liar.
Yeah, if it didn't happen, she would have said, absolutely not. That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
That would never happen.
Exactly. So, somebody out there that's listening, run along, go dig it all up and send it to me. Because I am stuck on this story. Okay? You know how you just know when it's time? Okay, with the landmark Supreme Court decision and the nonsense that's going on last night and the way it ended, thank God, because they tried to railroad this bitch through. And guess what? We made a fucking difference last night. I want you people to understand that we made a damn difference. They didn't go forward with it yet. They said, all right, we're going to vote to go forward and get the contract, the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, the MOU. And then, because of course, you got to have a plan and all that shit for the gymnasium and the snow and the ice and the removal and the salt trucks and all that shit. We're arguing over the fucking fonts in the documentation. But then when it comes to this fucking clinic, they're like, no, it's just so typical to just vote on things and go forward with them and then just get the contracts later. And I'm like going, what the fuck am I really listening to? Is that really true? Because I don't believe that's really true. Not for a fucking second. So I'm like going, all right. We made a difference. This lady, the blonde lady, I can't remember what her. I gotta call this up and start calling these
She's
people
like
out
the
by
president
name.
person.
No. There was the skinny blonde lady who was bitching about social media and controlling social media and out of control of social media.
They
She
said
said
all
that
of
the
our emails were
8,000
bots.
emails that they got were fucking bots. They wrote it off as bots. We generated 8,000 emails, causing the
And they just kind of
emboldening,
went-
and let me tell you, emboldening the conservative members of that board.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, we raised them up, we lifted them up, and we emboldened them. And Richard was there last night, the Inquirer, and he said he overheard somebody go, "Hey man, is that Truth Slinger guy covering this?" And Richard stepped over and said, "Yeah, man, he's live right now." And the guy smiled from ear to ear. He said, "People are talking about us at these kind of events." Okay? We're making a difference as a community here. This crowdsourced news, political activism, pressure campaign,
Media.
monster media thing, whatever the fuck we created over here that's going on, it's working. It's working.
Okay.
It's working. So, I got the email addresses to all these biatches, and I have their names. And we need help. Anybody wants to get involved in this, DM me. Shoot me a message, because I've already doled out some work to somebody. I need somebody to go over this 2 hours, 48 minutes again. Listen to it, like go over it with a fine-tooth comb with a headset on. Okay, listen to it. And recommend every single relevant timestamp there is.
Didn't you
Every
already
clip.
ask?
I did, Truth Air. Hopefully he's going to be able to do it. But I'm just saying, backups, the more, man, even if you have, people hear different things. Two different people hear two different things, okay? So anyway, we just need help doing this stuff, because here's the deal. It got put off. You understand? It just got put off. It didn't get voted down. It got delayed, but yet the process is still sort of moving forward. The presentation was ridiculous. That's the other thing. They flew through that presentation, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They flew through them fucking charts. Every single one of those charts needs to be thought out and drilled down on. What does it mean? What does it really mean? And what could possibly be the other alternative reasons for why we're having suicidal ideation and depression increases amongst teens, right? Yeah, man. You can't, they're putting a pharma factory machine to manufacture drug-consuming patients for life. That's what this clinic is designed to do. And by the way, just separate you from your parents, or the parents from their children. It's awful. It's evil. It's wicked. Yeah, man, we'll talk about it in Spaces because this needs a campaign, right? A coordinated effort and a campaign of pressure, right? Tip, drip, drip daily, okay? I'm telling you, these witches at the head of the table, okay? They know we're on to them. They scrolled through and they read it. They saw it. They know we're on to them because they acted different. This lady was like, I mean, watch her. I like I said, I would have it queued up if I didn't need to sleep. I would be doing this whole show about what we did last night. But this lady, the Democrat lady, there was some shenanigans going on there. And I want you to watch this. I will find it in a clip and I'll make a short of it. But there's two Democrats, right? And you're looking at the table. And there's the one lady in the middle that seems to be the one in charge. She's the chair. And that was the one that the conservative gentleman torched in the beginning and said, you know, you need to quit freaking pontificating and just be running the meeting, which is your job, because you're stepping outside of your job description. And he was right. But the Democrat asked regarding on some vote about something, about whether or not we could, I don't know whether it was back out later or some such. I don't remember. But she asked it, and then the chair lady goes, well, you as a board member can do anything you want. You can vote to put it off. You can do this. You can do that. And I just saw that, and I'm like, I know exactly what that is. You are in the process of heavy CYA. Okay? Right? Seriously. Can everybody hear out there? Do we have an audio problem? Tell me there's no audio problem. We're hearing, aren't we? Jasper, Rhodes, you got a problem? I think everybody else can hear, dude. So yeah, I think that whole thing was a setup. And moreover, cynically, I believe that those two people, those two school board members, had that little act played out. They're trying to cover their butts to show how fair they were trying to be. And that was because they knew they were on. And not just on YouTube with their usual 10 viewers. They were on with a lot of people because we were watching. And so I'm proud of that work. And moreover, I'm proud of the team that we have and what we're going to do because people are already working on it. Last night, people are already working on it, man. Okay?
Richard, he's a warrior, man.
Oh, my God, Richard. I'm like,
Jeremy.
you know, after last night, I barely, you know, with burning eyes, was finishing last night, went to bed. And Richard's already got shorts and stuff clipped up this morning. But hold on a second. What is this shenanigans going on?
Oh, is that what it is? Oh.
Holy gee.
Kitty wanted to get out.
Trapped kitty. So, yeah, man. Wow. Unreal. It was quite the evening. So, hey, Colette, how are you? Yeah, so yesterday was crazy, man. That school board meeting. So, yeah, I invite anyone. I will be posting a list of the names and all of that and materials and to keep the heat on these people and specifically put on your PI hat. You know, just go down some rabbit holes, man. Really. Really, because there are rabbit holes to be gone down here. I'm telling you. This one is this one is one of those ones it's a hill to die on, right? Look at this. We've already got 400 people in the house. Yes, that is exciting. All right, so what am I doing over here?
I don't know. I have no
All
idea.
right. So yeah, we can start there, I guess. Sure, why not? It's cold here. It's morning.
Yeah.
2 inches of snow in 4 hours. Nothing. We can handle that.
It's 20 degrees and windy.
It is.
We're getting more snow.
Yeah. Do I have the snow cam out? Do I?
Don't know.
I don't know. Let's put it above the chat.
Kitty?
No,
Kitty?
it's not with it. It's not with the program. All right, never mind. So if you guys, let me see, studio mode. My goodness. All right. Where am I? Screen B. I'm a little stoned this morning. I'm moving a little slow. So forgive.
What's today?
Forgive me.
Friday.
All right. All right, so this is cool. I don't show this much, so now you can see it. Right? There. That's my YouTube. That's the one we barely ever get to stay alive on, right? You know, constantly getting wiped out. So, you know, check us out there. Follow us there if you can. If you don't mind to. If you don't care to, give us a follow over there. And then don't forget that we have a merch shop. I got stickers in there now, too. And I got everything's 25% off. And also, I put this special limited edition sweatshirt up there. Okay, it's only available in 3 colors, but it was a good deal. So I'm passing the savings on to you. You can get into a nice sweatshirt for under $30. So you want to check that out. But there's a lot of cool stuff there. And like I said, we got these decals. These are badass. They're pretty big, too. They're pretty nice sized decals. Not with the sticky shit on the back that you can't get off. So minus 2C, yep. So we got Christmas ornaments, you know, less expensive things. Santa Trump. Who doesn't love Santa Trump? That shit is cool as hell.
Yep.
And then we got your more expensive merch, and we got your Hippie Chick line.
My stuff's not expensive.
Main Rising stuff. Mouse pads, right? Everybody needs a mouse pad. Christmas is coming up, so I put this stuff on sale. Okay, so Main Rising, really like that hoodie. I want to get me one of these for Christmas, myself one of these for Christmas. So we got all the Pine Tree Patriot stuff. I really like that logo. And then we got some of the TNN stuff and other stuff that I got.
Chicken
Hey,
candles,
candles.
Bible cover.
Yeah, very
Hi,
cool.
baby girl.
Right?
I'm gonna be making some calendars.
You need to be cool like Todd. Off, baby.
Calendars. I'm gonna be
No.
making calendars. Coco.
Off. No. You're being unhelpful.
She's
my
very
dear.
bossy.
She is demanding.
Demanding.
I don't know anybody else like that. Now this is the first thing I gotta get is a True Slinger mug. I gotta get myself one of those.
I don't want that one. I want the camping mug.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice
I like
mug.
that size.
And so anyway, but this is a good way to support us and also
have
get
coffee.
something out of it. We got coffee to put in those mugs, right? Definitely awesome. So yeah, you want to check us out on Substack. You want to follow us over there. You can go to the link tree that's on our X feed. The link tree takes you to places where you can financially support us. Buy some coffees over there. And let me see, what else do we got going on here? That's pretty much it. And then we do have a GoFundMe. Please, if you can assist, we're getting so close. We're in the month of December. And I'm on this story. Look, you want to keep me on this trans story. Okay, this transing, gender affirming, care clinic stuff going on in Maine. Please help support us and keep us on that story
We
and
only
not
need
have me
support
work.
for like another 2 weeks, and we're down
Please,
to $40.
please, we're down to
33 cents.
we're down to $40, man. Okay,
33 cents.
please, if you can help us, seriously. I mean, I got 2 cans of gas in
On the
in-
14th, we might. 14th is when Printify.
Printify
So,
supposedly going
okay.
to pay out for some of the merch that some people have bought. But it's like the tracking's terrible. So there's money in the stuff. We're doing all sorts of other stuff, and
But it closes on the 14th,
Can't
so we're
come
gonna get
fast
paid
enough,
around
huh?
probably the 16th on the
right. Well,
merch.
they hold it for a whole month. I mean, if you sell something on the 16th, then they'll hold your money for the whole month. So they make a lot of money off that, right? Which is
Yes, but they don't charge you for the store.
yeah, no. Well, yeah,
Well,
no.
Yeah,
They don't
no,
charge you for the
not
store.
really.
It's free, but you have to charge you for all the production costs, which of course makes sense. But
Yeah.
whatever. Eventually someday we'll
Whatever.
have merch
Oh
and
my
we'll have
God.
when we're big so that we sell hundreds of cups, we'll get them printed by a local manufacturer. And when we know when people vibe to a particular design, we'll make a lot of them. But I don't want 500 mugs nobody will buy. No, I already got a whole box full of shirts to say I am not a racist, right? Cost me $1,700.
Hey, Colette.
I don't want to talk about that. So anyway, yeah, again, if you can help, please do. And so here's our
Oh my God. It's funny. Most of the people that follow us are in cold areas. I mean, mostly Maine, but I mean, we got a lot of people in Michigan, and we got Montana and Washington,
Michiganders,
Michiganders,
Ohioans.
New York,
Yes.
New Jersey.
Yep. And we got a few of them down in Florida.
Yep.
Florida.
Yep.
So, okay, God, quit moving that
Oh
thing
my
around.
God, that
oh my
house
God.
is so pretty.
All right. So this is a tip button, link tree, highlights to my articles,
Wow.
and then articles right there. And let's go. No, that's Grok. There. All right. Scientists in Taiwan add jellyfish genes to carp fish DNA, resulting in glowing fish, and the glow is accomplished using UV light.
Well, you can see it, I guess, because of the UV light.
Wow. Yeah, right.
Bioluminescence.
That's crazy. Well, they're not technically bioluminescent then,
No.
because they're being
No, they're
illuminated.
artificially.
Yeah, right. But I mean, certain animals are bioluminescent, meaning they don't need a black light to make them look like that. There are some fish, like, what are they? Remember I used to do aquariums and stuff. And South
Cichlids.
American fish.
Cichlids. From South America, Malawi.
And but the garden variety shit that you see at Walmart. Well, you don't see it anymore. Used to have every Walmart, or Woolworth had
They had a
fish pet
They
area.
had a whole pet section.
And you could go get your fish there and goldfish and crap, when you're a kid. And
Florida.
the Tetrases. Remember the Tetras?
Uh-huh.
Tetras light up real cool underneath those aquarium lights, which are heavy ultraviolet light.
Oh, the
All right.
neon tetra.
Yeah, neon
Neon
Tetras. All right,
Tetras.
you're not going to be denied. Come here. Come here for a minute. Come on. Don't knock my thing over.
Don't knock, for God's sakes.
Oh, for God's sakes, do not knock the weed tray over, right? So that's pretty cool, right? All right, this is where I'm worried. Nervous. A little nervous. All right. What is this?
And we have coffee here. Watch. Wait. What is this?
Oh,
this
it says
is,
you broke it.
It's yeah.
Is this a joke?
Yeah. It's a prank.
Yeah.
But watch, it's little kids.
Oh, that's totally cruel. That's awesome.
Oh my God. Aww.
I don't know why I like to listen and hear small children cry. I
Oh,
don't know.
that's awful.
All right, move. Come on, enough. All right, be gone. Be gone, away with thee. All right. Okay. This is Richard took a whole bunch of pictures and he put up a slide. And
His
so
lovely wife Morgan took the
yep,
pictures.
Morgan had her big old lens, 16-pound lens out or 60-pound lens out. And okay, took these pictures at it was packed.
Yep,
The
this
place
is
was
the
packed.
meeting. This is a school board meeting in Gardner, Maine, where they were going to vote on a care clinic, a health care clinic in the school where they can prescribe and do things to your children without your permission or your knowledge. It's really sick.
And you know, you can really see it because, you know, they started out this meeting and there's not a mention or a whisp or a hint or anything of any of this kind of nefarious stuff we're talking about doing. No gender affirming stuff. None of this stuff, right? And then the funny part is this old lesbian, crotchety old woman from Gardner gets up there, business owner. And she's got kids hanging out at her business. Now, what the hell? She's got a bunch of LGBTQ kids hanging out, expressing their concern about how they can't talk to their parents about shit. I don't know. I don't know who the hell she is. But she blew the whole LGBTQ agenda right, the whole thing right off, the lid off of it. Exposed the whole thing, exactly what they want to do. I was like, wow, this is great. Yep. And then when they can't make this shit up, they showed pictures of the clinic in one other school. And you'll never guess what was proudly displayed on the wall. That's right. The shit-stained version of the LGBTQ plus AI flag. You know what I mean? And I'm going, oh, man, you people, so corrupt. So corrupt. Right. So anyway, he was doing yeoman's work over there, man. He showed up. And this was, is this Sobolewski? Yeah.
He's the man.
Richard got some video of Sobolewski speaking, and he was really the only one person that got up there that was seriously good at expressing our point of view.
Senator Mike Sobolewski, I'm here to request of parents who are concerned that this will not be as benign as it's being made out to be. The district already has a transgender and gender expansive student policy that forces girls to share toilets and locker facilities with boys pretending to be girls. Is it any wonder that 51% of the 2006 student visits to Maine school-based clinics were for mental health issues last year alone? When Maine government-run K-12 schools immerse minors in trans madness, we should not be surprised so many kids are...
It stopped.
I'm sorry. I got to go get a log. I'm cold.
anxious, depressed, and suicidal. Will the health clinic at the high school dish out hormone therapy and medication to children without the knowledge and consent of parents or guardians? And who knows how far we would go with that. State law does say that you can dispense medication. It doesn't say you have to. So are you prepared to go past what parents want, the rights of the parents? I fully requested the financials, as you know, Madam Superintendent, and I fully requested all of the documents, including all of your contracts. So we're going to keep a very close eye on this to find out how far you're going to be willing to go with this. You've gone woke in your other policies, way to the left, and there's nothing that makes me believe that you're not going to do that with this one and push it just as far as you possibly can to take over the parental rights and take control of these children, which I think is shameful. So we're going to be watching very closely and hold you accountable, and we'll be here when the vote comes. Thank you.
Wow. So what do we think of Mike Soboleski? He was a awesome guy on our side. Why is no one in the
He's a
chat?
senator, right?
He's a state
Senator.
state senator. Yeah, he was running for the Congress, and he lost to Austin Terrio, and then Austin Terrio lost to Jared Golden, supposedly.
Yeah, right.
But Mike Soboleski, I really like him a lot. He's a business owner. He was an actor. He was actually in a couple of really big movies. Okay.
That's cool.
And
We-
I know he's an old white man, but I really like him. What do you have
He's
to
a
say?
whole white man.
I mean,
Well,
you
I
know
mean, who
what?
cares?
Daddy's
I mean,
home. Okay?
The only reason I care about that is because he's in a demographic that is vilified by the left. That's all.
I know.
You know, I mean, I like his ideology, but so yeah, it was quite an evening, right? Is this the question? Is this the bombshell question?
I don't know.
Yep.
Who decides decision-making capacity for a minor child?
A provider, so,
A provider.
The medical clinician.
the medical clinic.
Through their interviews and
Yeah.
their interactions with.
But who gives permission for that child to be interviewed in the first place as a minor child?
If the child sought one of those three services, substance use disorder, mental health, or family planning, which then the provider would
Mental
interview
health.
them. And if there was a
Family
course of treatment
planning.
needed, they
Family
would decide
planning.
whether they could do that based on the decision-making capacity during the interviews and the visits they had with the student.
Who decides decision-making capacity
You know-
for a minor?
You know, I have always wondered about that since I was old enough to have sex with girls and take them to family planning to get birth control. Okay? Which was available when I was this is how long family planning has been planning families. And, and running their abortion mills. And to call it family planning, okay, it's just like the
So
entire
disgusting.
yeah. Yeah, it's like family termination, right? I mean,
Right.
we're talking about sterilizing children here, guys.
Yeah.
Giving hysterectomies to teenagers. Okay? That's exactly what we're talking about. And it's sick, it's twisted, and it's wicked, and it is the battle right now, I think of it's everything. It's right now, it's at the center of everything. Right? I believe.
Why
So
is my shirt wet? Oh, did you? Oh, never mind.
did I what? Who?
I must have gotten snow on me or
Oh,
something.
perhaps.
I'm like, all of a
perhaps.
sudden, my arm's wet. I'm
Perhaps.
Like, what the hell?
So
What's that
Richard doing
about?
yeoman's work out here.
Richard,
All right.
awesome.
Here's the medication being sent home. This is what I was talking about.
The
Check
baggie.
this out.
There is a pending lawsuit against your organization with Lawrence High School for medication Zoloft specifically being dispensed and sent home with students in plastic baggies. Please explain.
So, I don't know anything about that, and I've been here since they opened. the-
Wait.
4 years ago. But
Wait.
if there were any
Let me listen to this again.
There is a pending lawsuit against your organization with Lawrence High School for medication Zoloft specifically being dispensed and sent home with students in plastic baggies. Please explain.
So, I don't know anything about that.
What? This is, I believe, and I'm going to have to get it confirmed, but as best as I can remember from last night, this lady is I think, the boss. I think she's like the CEO of this organization. This is not a lightweight. The original speaker, okay, that gave the presentation was just an employee, but this lady's like, I don't know, she's a heavy in the company, okay? And she doesn't know. And this is a presentation. They're going forward with this thing, trying to get a school. And I would say that would be pertinent subject matter you should be up on. Don't you think so?
I do.
I do. I don't think it would be unreasonable to want to have you be able to explain that little plastic baggy medication problem that you're having, that you're being sued over. Is that? I don't know anything.
That's gotta violate all kinds of fucking federal drug.
Jesus,
handling.
you and I would go to jail.
A baggie.
I would go to jail if I had a baggie full of pills,
a prescription
or not full, but just a couple of few pills in there, and we got pulled over. Okay, in Maine, I would get jacked up for having controlled substances. Okay, without a prescription in a thing, even if you got a prescription for it somewhere, that cop doesn't care. Cop doesn't care. You're getting arrested and you're getting charged, and you might have to prove your innocence later.
Yeah.
Okay, but what in the world? Okay, that is not some small thing. Not to mention, if you read up on SSRIs, they advertise. You know that long list of may cause suicidal ideation, right?
Bleeding through the eyes.
Yeah, bleeding through the eyes. Your kidney will liquefy, you know. But
I like how they say
on
don't
there,
take it if you're allergic.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think it's funny when they say don't take it if you're allergic to it.
Yeah, don't take it if you're allergic to it.
Don't be a dummy.
How would you know you're allergic to it unless you took it?
Well, I've got medicine that I'm allergic to that I wouldn't take. I mean, my doctor wouldn't prescribe it to me because I'm allergic to it. You think?
I mean, that's the kind of stupidity we're dealing with here, okay? That wow. Okay, so yeah, doesn't know anything about that. That's incredible. That's just incredible to me.
And I've been here since they opened about 4 years ago. But if there were any specific relationships or information with a particular student or parent or teacher, whatever it is you're talking about, I wouldn't be able to share that information anyway because that's a HIPAA violation.
There is a pending lawsuit
Unbelievable.
against your organization with Lawrence High School.
Man, they just use
There's a pending lawsuit, and she says she knows nothing
about it.
it.
Not a damn thing
Wow, what a liar.
about it.
She's a liar.
Okay, now I want you to pretend this is the Democratic Forum. This is 10 hours ago, so this is not old Barack Obama.
No.
This is current Barack Obama, right? Warranting a grunt, right? So I want you to pretend as you go into this, listening to this, that he's actually a Republican.
There are going to be times, potentially, when one side tries to stack the deck and lock in a permanent grip on power, either by actively suppressing votes or politicizing the armed forces or using the judiciary, the criminal justice system to go after opponents. And in those circumstances, pluralism does not call for us to just stand back and say, well, I'm not sure. That's okay. In those circumstances, a line has been crossed, and we have to stand firm. There are going to be times, potentially, when one side tries to stack the deck and lock in.
What did he just say? I mean, it's exactly true. It's exactly true. And what he just counseled us is right. We're just going to have to draw that line. We're going to have to stay firm. Right? But, come on. Coming or not?
Babushkin.
Come on.
Kitty, kitty.
All right, come on, get with the program.
Kitty.
All right, sit down.
Frankie,
So
kitty.
anyway, yeah, I think that sounds
Kitty, kitty.
threatening to me. Doesn't it? Yeah, doesn't it sound like threatening? I mean, think about this. I'm going to play this again. It's only 48 seconds long.
There are going to be times, potentially, when one side tries to stack the deck and lock in a permanent grip on power.
Like the last 3.5, 4 years, maybe?
Either by actively suppressing votes or politicizing the armed forces or using the judiciary, the criminal justice system to go after opponents. And in those circumstances, pluralism.
You do realize how much activity that Donald Trump had against him through the justice system, right? For me, I just don't understand how people, this idiot, can get up there and actually say what he says after every single one of them they tried against him have failed. All of them tossed out in the end. And then stand there with a straight face and say, oh, they're going to be doing this to us. They're going to cross a line.
Does not call
That's
for
rich.
us to just stand back and say, well, I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure.
That's okay.
No. What are you going to do?
In those circumstances,
Yeah?
a line has been crossed.
Uh-huh.
And we have to stand firm.
Oh, what does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? He is. They're all of them are gonna get theirs, man. They will. And let me tell you, these people are like power whores. And they just, that's what they get off on. That's what they feed on. And once they're gonna be in exile, it don't matter. They got $100 million living in a fucking mansion on an island. No, I don't. Because nobody's going to fucking care about them anymore. And it's going to drive them batshit fucking crazy. Because they lost and nobody gives a shit because the gig is up. We know who you are. Yes. That's right, man. Does corrupt, absolutely. So, this is interesting. A 72-year-old Florida man shot at a Walmart drone with his 9mm after it flew over his property. Should he be charged?
At some point today, did a drone fly over your house and you shoot at it? I'm going to be real blunt with you and ask.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, why'd you shoot at it?
Because I thought it was somebody and turn around playing games on my house.
I got you. Where did you see the drone at?
Right above me.
What, can you walk out and just kind of show me?
Yeah.
Right there.
Sitting straight above it?
Straight above me.
Do you have any idea?
Hovered, lowered some kind of cord down or something.
What?
Turned around and sent something back up. And then after it was shot at, it turned around and went north.
Gotcha. Okay. What'd you shoot at it with?
9mm.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
How much trouble am I in?
Quite a bit.
What did he say?
You've been honest with me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit, actually.
Why?
So there's a federal charge that goes along with it. There's a felony charge that goes along with it. That's kind of like where we're at.
Okay.
Okay.
What happens and what happens and what?
Well,
It matter whose drone it was?
before we continue this conversation, I'm really just for you being honest. You really just took me off guard. I'm not
What
gonna
am
lie.
what am I going to do? I'm going to lie?
True. All right, sir.
No.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
You're
will
putting
be.
me under arrest.
I'm just
Arresting me?
going to arrange you the Miranda warning just so I can get it out. That way you and I can continue our conversation. Okay?
I understand the Miranda warning. I don't have to speak to you unless I want an attorney. Okay?
I got you. Let me just read you this real quick, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Wow.
You have the right to remain silent. Go ahead, Serge. 26. I'm already talking to him.
These days, it could have been anything, man.
All right, Serge. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
I don't
will be
like
used
all
against you in
this
the court of law.
drone
You have the right
shit.
to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You want to head about underneath it, get out the rain? You can decide.
I'll tell you something. Something wanders over onto my property. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't care for shit anything about you. Okay, if I want to kill it, I'm going to kill it. And I don't care what time of year it is, and I don't care if I got a license. Got it? Some shit comes across my airspace, I'm going to fucking shoot it down. That's my prerogative. All right? It is. But you see, I can exert that kind of prerogative where I live. But this guy, he lives in, look at this place, this stucco house, right next to the other stucco house right next to it, right? Or whatever. He messed up. You know, you can't do that there because you don't really own the airspace. Not according to the government.
At any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand each of these rights I have explained to you. Having these rights in mind, you would talk to us.
Yeah, the round comes down. That kind of pisses me off when the Arabs and the Muslims do that shit too. It's like the probably dead people flopping around in Ramallah.
Yes, I understand my rights.
Yeah, I got you. So, it was hovering above your house. It lowered something down.
No, it just hovered above my house.
You said something about the pulley system.
A cord or something. It stayed there for about 10 minutes.
10 fucking minutes.
Yes, I shot at it. Okay.
I got you.
And the cord went up. It turned because it was facing east.
Okay.
Because that's east, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was working on my pool equipment.
Oh, you were outside when you noticed it?
Oh, I was working on my
in
pool
Florida,
equipment.
probably not.
Waved it off and everything. Never left. I went inside.
Although
went
that's
into
not
the
a
safe,
manufactured
got the weapon,
home.
came
That's
out, tried
real
to shoot
estate
it
right
off
there.
again.
That's
It
a
didn't move. I fired one
custom
round
built
at
house.
it. Now they say I hit it, so I must be a good shot, or else it's not that far away. So I'm under all sorts of.
Well, I'd like to know what the fuck it was. Okay, what was it that was hovering over his house for 10 minutes? If he's telling the truth, I'd like to know.
Jeremy, wow.
They say there's $10,000 worth of damage to the drone and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to wind up having to find a real good defense lawyer.
You want a coffee in the front?
Whatever you need to do by protocol.
Well, no, we have.
You've been fine. There's no issues. We're not, you know.
Yeah.
Just let me know if it's too tight, all right?
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't
No,
breathe.
you shouldn't have talked to the feds. What did he say? Should I start saying I can't breathe? I can't breathe. I feel sorry for the guy. I feel sorry for the guy. I do. He shouldn't have to do all that shit. And by the way, what the hell was this thing doing hovering over the top of his house? I would like the person who's going to try and charge him $10,000 worth of damage to the fucking drone to go and explain what the fuck the drone was doing hovering over his house. Yeah. I agree with you, Gypsy. It's not right. It's not right. So, all right. What do we got here? Okay, guys. Just listen to this lunacy. And this is why I get so hot about this stuff, boys and girls. Okay? Listen to this.
What motivated you to come out here today?
We're supporting our child, Violet, and her access to the medical care that she needs.
Yeah, we're here for her rights and her.
Yeah, I have no balls. They're in my wife's pocket, and I'll say what I'm supposed to say now.
Ability to be who she is, and she's not going to let anybody silence her, and we're not going to stand in her way.
What state are you from?
Arizona.
Okay. Are you concerned about how this case would affect Arizona, or do you think that would have an impact there?
Yes, 100% we're concerned, and we've discussed having to move, which we don't want to do, but Violet comes first, and her medical care and her medical needs come first, so we'll see what happens.
Oh my God. And what age do you think most trans kids determine that they're trans?
Violet told us when she was 1.5. She's been telling us since she could speak. So she knew since birth.
What? She knew since birth. This is Munchausen by proxy, people. You know what that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Transhausen, Munchen, crazy shit. Okay? Fruitcake. Mentally ill parents. You tell me what child at 1.5 is capable of making a proper decision for themselves. They can't even fucking decide what clothes to wear.
Yeah.
They can't. What to wear if it's cold outside. The child would die if you just walked out of the house and left. The child would die because it's too stupid to exist. It would. But yet, you, smart-ass, stupid person, think that your child, your boy, that you've now destroyed, ruined, distorted, perverted. You perverted that child. That child is nothing but a freak now. And that's its life, because that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to probably detransition someday. And I think you should burn in hell for what you've done. So, all right. This is some time ago, yes?
I don't know. Who is it?
Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Yeah.
This was in
60
2008,
minutes.
I think.
Mhm.
Ow, let go.
It does look a bit dated.
Go.
I wanted to ask you why you and your husband, back in March of 2008, accepted and participated in a very large IPO deal from Visa. At a time there was major legislation affecting the credit card companies making its way through the House. And did you consider that to be a conflict of interest?
I don't know what your point is of your question. Is there some point that you want to make with that?
Well, I guess what I'm asking is, do you think it's all right?
Really? I'm not sure what are you
getting at?
I'm not quite.
For a speaker to accept a very preferential and favorable stock deal.
Well, we didn't.
And you participated in the IPO.
Well, I have many
and at the time you were
investments, but I
Speaker of the
don't
House. You don't think it was a conflict of interest, or had the appearance of a conflict of interest?
It only has appearance if you decide that you're going to have elaborate on a false premise. But it's not true, and that's that.
Oh.
That's that. End of story.
That's fucking
no more
that.
questions.
That's that.
Ow, kitty.
Look at that face.
Kitty. Oh, yeah. Now she's worth $250 million.
No, it has the appearance of evil because it has the appearance of evil. Not because somebody noticed it, dipshit. The tree made a fucking sound, not because we noticed it, but because it actually made a fucking sound when it hit the ground, bimbo.
I don't understand what part's not true.
Yes, sir. That I would act upon an investment. Yes.
I wanted to ask you why you and your husband...
Furious, angry, drunken bitch. And to that, I just have to say... Wait, throw dog shit on your shoes. Dog poop. I'm sorry. Sorry, dog poopy on your shoes. So, Oppenheimer's star Emma Dumont comes out as trans, masculine, non-binary, changes name, whatever. Yeah, what is trans, masculine, non-binary anyway? What is that? What the hell? No, man, no. What kind of psychosis takes this perfectly beautiful, fine-looking person, woman? What evil spirit, what demonic force takes you over to cut your tits off?
Oh.
Because you want to be the other sex? What? And I want to caution you, I want to tell you I mean, Gypsy, you say it's mental illness, but
Yep.
from a Christian worldview perspective, mental illness is merely demonic oppression and possession, depending. It is. This a lot of people don't know, but the demonic spirits are on a spectrum. They're neither male nor female, right? That's what convinces me that this is all straight from the pit of hell. You know, this is self-mutilation. This person has destroyed themselves, right? And I see this. I see this with the pictures of the people that are tattooed from head to toe. They got their tongues split in two. They got holes in their, sides of their cheeks where they can make their tongue stick out. They got things surgically implanted like horns underneath their skin to make them look demonic. They get the whites of their eyes tattooed red so that it's beyond, someone is no longer really recognizable as a human being, right? Tattooing scales on themselves. Yeah, so, yeah, when you get to that part, that's demonic. And it's because, in my opinion, the road starts with really, people don't understand they're created in the image of God. And if you don't understand that, then you're blank slate, right? You're like a duck, just ready to be imprinted by any stupid worldview that comes along that seems to make some sense to you, some blowing trend of wind. So, all right. Breaking today, the FBI nabbed we're still arresting people for January 6th. And how many days are we out from the inauguration, knowing that Donald Trump is going to be pardoning?
Like 44.
Right.
45.
So this one is a 57-year-old grandma who just had eye surgery. She's practically blind. She's being driven by the FBI to court to be charged with committing misdemeanors almost 4 years ago. Mere days. A couple of short months before Donald Trump is going to be president. No, January 20th, man. We're month and a half, 6 weeks. So, all right. So this is kind of creepy.
It's a tentacle. It's an octopus.
It's not an octopus.
It's an octopus.
It's not an octopus.
Tentacles.
It's
what else
two
has
snakes.
tentacles? No.
It's two separate snakes.
Ew.
Yep, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Sliding behind the
Nope.
fridge.
You're wrong.
Yikes. I don't like snakes.
You're wrong.
I mean, those are probably harmless, and I can kind of, oh my God. I remember this picture. Yeah, look at this.
Oh,
this
God.
over
What the
here
hell?
it's just pitiful. It's pathetic. And thank God. And this is we got ass kickers going in all over the place, man. So.
Did you ever hear of a carbon 14 diamond battery?
Say what?
Carbon 14 diamond battery.
I've not heard of this.
It's promising to offer 5,000 years of power. I'll bookmark it. In case
Oh,
you wanna check.
5,000 years of power. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Radioactive decay of carbon 14. Hey,
I see.
I'm being attacked. Ah, I got a kitty cat. Kitty cat.
All right. So, that's a
let
good
go.
question.
Let go. Really, let go. Ow.
And I think it is because
Stop.
people have not sensed a need yet to do it on a mass enough scale that they do not feel the government will be able to offer a repercussion for their actions. That would be my analysis of your question, answer to your question. That's why. People are waiting for the go, right? And now that Donald Trump's been elected president, it's kind of like the country has a relief valve. It's like somebody popped and just burped the pressure relief valve on the water heater before it blew. But I think we would have gotten a lot closer to what you're talking about had some shenanigans really taken place. Like 2 weeks later, they go, oh, we found a couple more boxes in the closet. We got to count these votes.
Yeah, right.
They're all for Biden or they're all for Kamala Harris, right? Then I think that people would have just lost their flipping minds. But I don't know. Maybe, we'll always be too damn scared to use them. I don't think so. I mean, there is a point. I don't know where it is, but there is a point. I mean, what time is it? 9:08. Okay, I'm going to need some more coffee. I mean, I got to make another pot.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
So,
we're going to have beef stew today.
So,
pressure cook.
Oh,
But-
yeah. Is that what we're going to do? Is that what you want to do?
Yeah,
We're going to pressure
I
cook
gotta-
it? Yeah, so we're going
I
to
gotta
go
clean
quick.
the Ninja because it's got my oil in it.
Yep. Oh, it's yes, we have political prisoners, but see, people don't feel like it is insane. I know exactly what you're saying, which is exactly why it feels like it's in a dystopian reality. Why exactly there weren't a whole bunch of people marched down there and said, let these fucking people go. We're not leaving.
Right.
And it wasn't an armed sort of deal is kind of hard to get my mind around why not.
Well, I think a lot of us were afraid of getting arrested ourselves.
Right.
Number
That
one.
we'd all be thrown in
Number
jail.
two, it's like, how do you break someone out of jail? How do you
Yep.
do this?
Yep.
In Congress, there's a few people in Congress that were trying to do stuff.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I know what you're saying, man. If somebody comes in into your shit, right? I mean, that's happened a lot, man. The ATF comes in. If the cops, if the FBI try to come in his house without a warrant, yeah, I'll shoot them. I mean, I'll just tell you that because they're breaking the law. And they're just as much of a threat to me as anybody else. I mean, the way I understand it, they can't come in my house without a warrant, without something from a judge. So, yeah, I'm with you there. Very hard to figure all this out, right? Very difficult. Let me go make some more coffee. I don't know, is 42 seconds enough?
No, play something else.
Oh,
What's
5 minutes,
that?
8 seconds. I can turn this up and make
What's
coffee.
that? Oh, Mark, Pastor Mark. I love him.
Yep. If you're not following Mark Driscoll at Pastor Mark, you should be. Absolutely.
There's hope. An election doesn't fix everything, but it gives an opportunity for men to fix some things. Because men can fix things that governments can't. Government is not a solution, government is a problem. And men are a solution. And men fix problems. Does that make sense? Therefore, if we have an opportunity to reduce the government, that leaves more opportunity for men to rise up and for men to assume their rightful place as heads and husbands, as leaders, as those who are commissioned by God to be the tip of the spear, commissioned by God to be those who create businesses and communities and churches and families. Man, I'm telling you, if you will pray, the Father is going to put some desires in your heart, some longings. He's going to give you a reason to get up in the morning and be aspirational and hopeful. I'm here for a purpose. I'm here with a destiny. I'm here with a mission. There are people depending on me, starting with those who are members of my family. There is now an opportunity for me to chase those dreams, to build those companies, to strengthen that ministry, to multiply that family. I'll be honest with you guys. I believe in the sovereignty of God, and I do trust the Lord. But I'll be honest, the last few years, I don't know about you, been very concerning. Like, where are we going? How bad does it get?
Right.
And And is there going to be an opportunity in this culture and in this nation for men to actually be men and do what God made men to do? And that's to build things and to protect women and children and to kill some things and eat them. That's what God made men for. And here's what I'm telling you.
Yep.
For the first time in many years, I have more hope that there is opportunity on the horizon for men who will take advantage of that opportunity. Do you guys agree with that? Right? And I just close with this. Just, you young guys, I love you. I'm 54. We need you. We need you to walk with Jesus. We need you to work jobs. We need you to start companies. We need you to do ministry. We need you to marry a girl. Not just marry a girl. We need you to have kids. We need you to father those kids and raise those kids and evangelize those kids and disciple those kids. We need you to get old and gray and be one of the wise guys who helps pull up the young guys, and then you get to be the grandfather. And I'm telling you, men, this is an incredible life. It's a joyful life. It's a meaningful life. It's a worthwhile life. It's a satisfying life. I'm 54. I'm as strong as I've ever been. I am in the fight. I have vision. I have hope. I have dreams. I have aspirations. I am making plans, and I'm trying to figure out which dragon to take down next. And if you young men will activate, I promise you're going to get up in the morning and you're not going to be like the depressed guy looking at his belly button. You're going to be the encouraged guy looking up to heaven, and you're going to get out of bed and you're going to be in the fight, and you're going to be a man, and you're going to do things, and you're going to conquer things, and you're going to provide things, and you're going to build things, and you're going to love and bless women and children. And someday people are going to say, thank you for the man you are. I want to be a man like you. Will you teach me how to be a Christian? Will you teach me how to be a husband? Will you teach me how to be a father? Will you teach me how to be an employee? Will you teach me how to be a grandfather? And I want all of you young men activated, motivated, inspired, and encouraged, because there's destiny for you and there's opportunity for you in Jesus' name. I just feel like we should just probably take over some small country tonight. I just do. I just do. And I'm not saying we couldn't. Thanks for joining me. My name is Pastor Mark. I've been teaching the Bible for more.
Yeah, man. You want to be following Mark, okay? Mark is sending out a message for the current day and age, and I am very, very pleased that we are courting, right? We are courting. I have a meeting on Saturday with a new friend.
John Murphy.
Yeah,
I can't remember his last name.
Where is he?
I like the Irish.
John Murphy
Murphy.
Solomon.
Irish Italian.
Liking this guy,
Something
okay?
like that.
Liking this guy. He did some breaking stuff on Janet Mills, and people noticed, and most importantly, I noticed. And I think that this guy is going to be neat. I can't wait to talk to him on Saturday and see what we're going to come up with. He's a very, very, very bright bulb, right? These people that make these videos with the phone drives me nuts. This virtual background shit and floating head and head, it freaks me out. Whatever.
You just lost yourself a customer. You think I own this business? You think I own IKEA? I'm a part-time employee halfway through a 2-week notice. I don't give a shit. I'm telling all my friends not to shop here. Tell them. You think I want 5 other yous running around the store? Have them call me, I'll tell them. You think you hate this place more than me? I work here.
Oh, that's way too
I know the
long.
sale ended last week, but can I still get a discount? Do you hear yourself? We can't go backwards. Time marches on. You want the
He's not very
It's not
funny.
that funny.
No, this is just funny.
Ow.
Now,
Stop.
Interestingly enough, we have some weirdness where we have convergence going on.
Yes, we
What do
have
I-
some Democrats that want in on Doge is one thing.
Yeah, and so
now-
Bernie's clamoring for that. But what's interesting, he's talking some of the stuff like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is talking about, like the obesity crisis and health and
Yep.
everything. And then he comes along and goes, "Oh no, we need to make sure that we get companies getting lots of Ozempic and to people."
Well, look, here's the thing, Tim.
Okay,
You
because of
you
our
have to deal
obesity
with the people
crisis.
that are currently obese. Then you have to deal with the people that are coming up. The people that are coming up will hope to not be obese to begin with, so they will
Yeah,
never
but
need
they don't
Ozempic.
need Ozempic to lose the weight. Okay,
Okay.
There's
That's fine.
studies of stuff coming out. I just don't think we know enough about it, man. I just don't think we do. And the stuff that we do know, I'm. But anyway, I do know it's big bucks for Big Pharma, and he's all about it. The Wegovy and the Ozempic, the big O.
The question then arises, what has the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, done to address these epidemics which have impacted the health of millions of Americans and cost us hundreds of billions of dollars each year? As far as I can tell, the answer is not much. Way back in 2010, the National Academy of Medicine recommended that the food and beverage industry be required to put nutrition labels on the front of their products that the American people could easily understand. That was in 2010.
This is crazy.
On June 13th, 2023, the FDA announced that it would propose a rule to require the food and beverage industry to put nutrition labels on the front of their products no later than October of 2023. The FDA missed that deadline. On December 6, 2023, FDA announced that this proposed rule would be made public in June of 2024. The FDA missed that deadline. On July 5th, 2024, the FDA announced that this proposed rule would be made public by October of 2024. The FDA missed that deadline.
Yep.
I have been told that on November 21st, 2024, after more than 14 years of inaction, the FDA finally sent this proposed rule to the Office of Management and Budget for their review, but has still not been made public.
14 years. You gotta be kidding me. You don't do shit. You sit on your asses with your thumb up your asses and collect money for nothing. Money for nothing, checks for free. Yeah, that ain't working.
Stop.
That's the way you do it.
Jody, get out
Let
there.
me tell you,
What are
them
they
guys
eating?
ain't dumb. Unbelievable. These bureaucracies are useless. Like tits on the boar hog, as my dad would say. Unreal.
That is unacceptable.
Yes, it is unacceptable.
In 2016, Chile implemented a law mandating warning labels on the front of unhealthy food and beverage products. After this law was implemented, calories consumed from these products went down by 24%.
Oh, I know. The whole vaccination thing, man. All of it. Okay? It's all built on a house of cards, okay? Just go read Turtles All the Way Down. I narrated that audiobook, 16 hours of it. It's a long book.
Similar labels were put into effect in Peru in 2019, in Israel and Mexico in 2020, in Uruguay in 2021, and in Brazil, Colombia, Argentina, and Venezuela from 2022 to 2024. Nearly 30 years ago, the FDA and Congress had the courage to take on a tobacco industry whose products killed over 400,000 Americans every year, including my father. And as a result of these actions, smoking rates among adults dropped from 43% in 1965 to 12% in 2023. Smoking rates among teens dropped even more significantly. That effort was a major success. Now is the time for us to seriously combat the type 2 diabetes and obesity epidemics in this country. In order to do that, we must have the courage to take on the greed of the food and beverage industry, which every day is undermining the health and well-being of our children. For starters, we need strong front-of-package food labels so that all consumers, especially children, can be warned as to which products are harmful to their health.
Right. And we also need to stop catering to the needs of those damn food companies and start catering to the needs of the big pharmaceutical companies. Right? Right.
Tobacco labels in the United States do not say high in tar, high in nicotine, high in carcinogens. They say cigarettes cause lung cancer, emphysema, and may complicate pregnancy. And let's be clear, not only must we put strong warning labels on unhealthy food and beverages, we must also ban junk food ads targeted to children. The National Institute of Health has estimated that if the United States banned fast food advertising marketed to children, we could cut the childhood obesity rate by 18%. This is not a radical idea. In the 1980s, Quebec banned junk food advertising
Gypsy, you're
to
right.
children under 13. Last summer, the World Health Organization called for countries to substantially reduce the marketing of junk food to children, and Norway announced that it would be banning all food and beverage advertisements to kids. Ireland, Portugal, South Korea, Spain, Taiwan, and several other major countries have either seriously restricted or banned junk food ads targeted to children. Not a radical idea. And finally, in my view, we have got to substantially, and this committee has dealt with this a whole lot, reduce the outrageously high prices of diabetes and weight loss drugs for Ozempic and Wegovy. In April, I introduced legislation to enact a federal ban on junk food advertising targeted toward children and to require the FDA to put strong warning labels on products high in added sugar, salt, and saturated fat. So, today is an important hearing. We're dealing with the health and well-being of many millions of our people. We're dealing with the need to substantially cut back on the hundreds of...
Yeah, I think that they should wear, like the generals, they got all those, damn medals all over the shit all over, and these son of a bitches never even been in combat. But you know those that I'm talking about, right? Lots of meaningless shit, and some of it's important, but most of it's a bunch of crap. They should use those and put those on the suits. You have to wear it when you're in Congress. If you're financed by a lobbyist or you've been paid by a lobbyist in some way, yeah, you need to have a little pin, and so they'll have a whole rack of them, so you can see who's owned by the lobbies. That'd be interesting. So, is this the whole? This is the thing? Is this the same thing, or more?
It's more. I don't know if you want to.
I can only take so much Bernie in the morning. So
Yeah. So Mike Sobolewski, I'm looking into him a little bit more. He was a Marine.
Yeah.
Then he was a small businessman. Then he turned his hobby into becoming a actor, stuntman, precision, and stunt driver. He performed in 803 projects.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I really like Clay Higgins.
Yep.
Just down earth Southern gentleman.
From his range. I went to his range. I sat in the seat where he ranged out, which amazingly was almost precisely the elevation and distance from the HER room where he was positioned to Trump's podium. That's exactly where his range that he selected was. But he was shooting on that range for a long time. There was cameras at that range, 2 of them. I pointed those out. Where's the video from those cameras? Who has them? What do you think? The FBI. The FBI has all of that. They got all the hardware. I interviewed the owners of the range and the managers of the range. And if I pointed out those cameras, he would go there by himself and shoot. And from from particular shooting positions at that range? Was he talking to himself? Was anyone with him? What vehicle did he arrive in? The camera showed that, the 2 cameras. I don't have that video evidence. Who has it? The FBI. Have they shared that with us? No. But I'm going to force these things. Was the FBI present at the medical examiner's autopsy when he discovered bullet fragments that remained inside of Brooks? I'm not going to go into detail, but they were there
Yeah, the
according
farmer
to the
commercial's gotta
X-ray.
go.
So if you're an FBI guy and if you're present at the autopsy, what are you going to say? Yeah, get the bullet fragment from his shoulder, but just leave the rest. Hey, who made that decision? Was there anybody really there? How the hell do you have X-rays from an autopsy report excluded from what you're told as a congressional investigator? Finally, here's the autopsy report from the medical examiner. So if you're the medical examiner and you're coming to testify before my committee, and the week before you come in to testify, you have told me, yes, Mr. Congressman, I know you're on this, you're investigating this hard, I know you've been asking for the autopsy report, here it is. Guess what I think you just handed me? The complete autopsy report, because that's what you told me. So I go through the autopsy report and say, where's the X-rays? And now for 2 months I can't get an answer from you about where the X-rays. The only reason I find out there were X-rays is because I read the final report of the Pennsylvania State Police, and thank God he was squared away. Very thorough report. If you haven't read it, you should. But one little section in his report references his review of the X-rays from the autopsy report that cited that there were multiple bullet fragments. That I'm saying, so I'm at Quantico, say, where are the bullet fragments? Here's 2 of them. One recovered from Crooks, the other recovered from the roof. So, well, I see notation of other bullet fragments. We don't know anything about that, Congressman. We're just lab guys. Aren't you FBI guys? Yeah? Okay, well, did you read this report? No. Well, how do you know a bullet fragment is missing if you're not reading the reports? You understand? So there's many things that indicate that there was like a hesitancy to provide clear investigative data to Congress from the FBI. And I'm going to force that, whether they like it or not.
So you're still unclear on Crooks' motive at this point in your investigation?
I think Crooks went mad. What you have to ask yourself is why. So I haven't been allowed to interview the parents, but I have been to this neighborhood.
All right, so that's a long story, and so I'm just going to make an executive decision to cut it off there. But you know what's going on here, right? He's having a long talk about all the irregularities and the whole Butler shenanigans. And the shooter, who dead, of course, dead man can't talk, was practicing at a shooting range quite often, where the local police and FBI also happen to practice the shootings. And the FBI is in possession of the video from that gun range, but has not shared it with Congress. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody understands that we really want to get to the bottom of the assassination attempt, don't we?
Of course.
Of course we do, right? I remember, man, when they chastised that stupid douchebag of the Secret Service, the acting guy, and they said, man, you know, what the hell? Okay, if anything else would be going on, right? If the shoe were on the other foot, there would be like press conferences every 15 minutes, this, that, and the other thing. And they're like, oh, okay. So they had one damn press conference. The blockhead gets up there.
Lame.
Lame ass press conference.
Lame. Totally lame.
And that's it. That's all we ever hear. It just goes down the memory hole.
Yep.
Just gone. Just disappears. Right? Oh, man. So, Kash Patel. Yeah. They're afraid of Kash Patel. Want some help down there, darling? Hey, let's not sand your teeth off. There's grit on there. You got it?
Nope.
Oh, man. Well, I'm supposed to do it
My
now, right?
gummies.
Oh, okay. So
It's
let's listen to...
They're lock and key.
This is one of my spirit animals. Really, for real. Stephen Miller. Yeah, every time I hear Stephen Miller, I just hear... Yeah.
He's amazing. He's so smart and so articulate.
Oh, love this guy.
What's really going to happen here is, again, you're either going to go back to work or you're not going to work, because we are not going to waste American taxpayer dollars. And we're going to make sure these departments are performing the essential functions that the American people pay for. And they're not wasting their time, their money, their energy, or even worse, weaponizing government against the people that actually do go to work for a living. The social contract's going to be restored. If you're watching tonight and you're an honest, law-abiding citizen who takes care of yourself and your family, then this government is going to protect you. And we're going to make sure that the people in Washington, D.C. are protecting you. That's Donald Trump's commitment. That is what the 47th president is going to do. And that's what DOGE also is all about, making sure that your tax dollars are serving you. What's really going to happen here is, again, you're either going to go back to work or you're not going to work. Because we are not going to waste American taxpayer dollars. And we're going to make sure these departments are performing the essential functions that the American people pay for. And they're not wasting their time, their money, their energy, or even worse, weaponizing government against the people that actually do go to work for a...
It's replaying.
Oh.
Yeah. It's only 1% of the government workforce that's going to actually go to work. Now, it's actually 6%, but that difference of 5% are people that have to work
like janitors.
in the office, like janitors, right? Yep, and maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know why you're maintaining all these fucking buildings when you don't have anyone in
There's
them.
nobody in them. It's a big, bloated
Racket.
tick.
It's disgusting.
And it needs to be plucked off and thrown in the fire. They need to be gone. Get gone. I mean, like, ruthless. Take no prisoners.
Yep.
You know, like the kind of shit, like, here's the way we need to do. Okay, you're all fired. And then everybody goes, whoa, well, you can't do that. You have to go through Congress. No, fuck you. You're fired anyway. Go home. Seriously, leave. Go. Goodbye. We'll work it out later. But right now, go. You're done. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you don't get a
Bye-bye.
2 year severance. You've
Bye-bye.
had a 2 year severance, assholes.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Oh, no, you can't take that. Put that back, please. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Yeah. Don't touch anything on the computer. Yeah. Right. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Gone. Yep. Turn FBI into a museum, that building. Motherfuckers. Sorry. I'm a Randy Christian, okay? I'm a warrior.
what you call
I
it?
get bloody and I'm foul, okay? And I need to be foul sometimes because that's how angry I am about certain things.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And I'm done monitoring my speech. Right?
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to
You've
do it.
been monitoring it?
Yeah, sometimes. All right. So
Okay.
this is TCN. Right? You need to be watching TCN and also TNN. We're closely affiliated. I don't know if you know that.
So you said that when
He does live in Maine, you know. Okay, he's my neighbor.
Ow.
Me and Tucker, we're close. Oh, seriously, right now?
in 2016 in December, the Obama administration left a bunch of bombs basically for the incoming Trump administration. In the last month.
Is this Sergei Lavrov?
Yeah.
Oh, Sergey. Oh, okay. I've been wanting to hear this.
Month since the election, you have all sorts of things going on politically in bordering states in this region that, you know, in Georgia and Belarus, in Romania, and then, of course, most dramatically in Syria, you have turmoil. Does this seem like part of an effort by the United States to make the resolution more difficult?
There is nothing new, frankly, because the U.S. historically
in foreign policy was motivated by making some trouble and then to see if they can fish in the muddy water. Iraqi aggression, Libyan adventure, ruining the state, basically. Fleeing from Afghanistan, now trying to get back through the back door, using the United Nations, to organize some event where the US can be present, in spite of the fact that they left Afghanistan in very bad shape and arrested money, don't want to give it back. I think this is, if you analyze the American foreign policy steps, adventures, most of them is the right word.
I grew up listening to accents like this.
Yeah.
That's the pattern. They create some trouble and then they see how to use it. In Georgia, the OSCE monitors elections. When it used to monitor elections in Russia, they would always be very negative. And on other countries as well, Belarus, Kazakhstan. This time in Georgia, the monitoring mission of OSCE presented a positive report. And it is being ignored.
Diplomatic immunity. Oops. Is it? Oh, where were we?
Iraqi aggression, arrested money, don't want to give it back. I think this the pattern. They create some trouble and then they see how to use it. In Georgia, the OSCE monitors elections. When it used to monitor elections in Russia, they would always be very negative. And on other countries as well, Belarus, Kazakhstan. This time in Georgia, the monitoring mission of OSCE presented a positive report. And it is being ignored. So when you need endorsement of the procedures, you do it when you like the results of the election. If you don't like the results of elections, you ignore it. It's like when the United States and other Western countries recognized unilateral declaration of independence of Kosovo, they said this is the self-determination being implemented. When a few years later, and there was no referendum in Kosovo, unilateral declaration of independence.
Yeah. It's a very interesting take from the longest, I guess he's like the longest running foreign minister or ambassador.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like ever. He's been like forever.
Yeah.
And this is the way they see America. We stir the shit and then see what we can exploit. It's pretty damn cynical. I mean, it kind of plays into the hands of that whole idea of maybe the world hates us because we really are kind of fucking around all sorts of places that we shouldn't be. Right. And that's not that America's evil. It's just these bastards that have been running the government are evil. Right. Who is this Elvis look like? Oh my God. What the hell is this?
Oh.
Like I said, I'll take a drink and I might even smoke a little reefer every now and then. I'll smoke a little reefer, but freebase and cocaine, as far as that goes, I don't do it. Now, I'll take a drink, every now and then I'll have a drink. And I will smoke a little reefer. I'll do some toot now. I'll do a little toot. If somebody give it to me, offers it to me, I mean, you just, it sounds polite if you don't. So I do a little toot, somebody offers it to me, but if I will not, I'll repeat, I want y'all all know this right now, because I went down there to the restaurant and at that treatment center.
I will not freebase.
I will not freebase cocaine's no longer part of my life. No, not drinking, I will have a drink. I will have a drink, and I'll smoke some reefer. I'll smoke a couple of doobies a day, or, you know, just to get you through the day. And I'll do a little toot every now and then, yeah, I'll get about a half a G, you know, and just sit around, and me and Sally, my girlfriend, will do a little toot. Just, you know, for fun, you know, every now and then. And I'll tell you what, though, about that drink, I won't drink any tequila. Now, I might have a drink, but I won't drink tequila. Because last time I drank that tequila, I got wild on that stuff. And I beat up Sally, hit Sally, broke a car window out, and I won't do that anymore. But, you know, that and freebase, and I will not freebase cocaine anymore. Now, I'll have a drink. I'll have a drink, and I'll smoke. I'll go through about a half ounce a week of reefer. You know, I like to smoke reefer, and that's something I enjoy doing. But the freebase, I don't...
Look at this guy! Oh.
You need to interview someone like that.
Oh my Lord. Wow. Wow. I just do a little toot every now and again, you know, and then I'm about half an ounce of reefer. Matter of fact, I'm kind of coked up right now. Wow. Holy shit.
I'll take a drink, and I might even smoke a little reefer.
Smoke a little reefer. Oh, there I go. All right. So, okay, guess what? Canada, yeah, the socialist country, the communist country to the north of us in need of liberation, has just, that's right. What have they done? Banned 224 additional firearms. It says confiscated weapons will instead be sent to Ukraine as needed. Slavy Ukraine. Great. We're going to send semi-automatic weapons into the fucking battlefield in Ukraine. Take them away from the Canadians there. This is ridiculous.
Today, the government is adding a further 324 unique makes and models of assault-style firearms to the list of prohibited firearms in Canada. This prohibition takes effect immediately.
Oh, Jesus.
This means these firearms can no longer be legally used, sold, or imported in Canada, and can only be transferred or transported under extremely limited circumstances.
Jesus.
As part of that process, the government of Canada has committed to the Ukrainian government to identify whether some of these guns could be donated to support the fight for democracy in Ukraine. Today,
What the fuck? Yeah. Here, give this one pull, one shot rifle. Civilian, deliberately designed to be a civilian weapon that functions just like any other hunting rifle that's semi-automatic. Douchebags with a wooden stock. And send them over to the war zone so that you can equate what you've taken away with actual weapons of war. You see that? Do you see that? It's not, it's very, very evil, right? They are deliberately tying now guns taken away to weapons that are used on the battlefield. How do we know that? Well, because we sent them there. We know they were there. We sent them there to use on the battlefield. Nobody on the Ukrainian battlefield. They had me a fucking semi-automatic rifle. I'm like, where's the fucking real guns? Right? The ones where I can rip through a 30-round mag and like pop another one in. Right? You know, like John Wick. Huh? Wow. Wow. So, breaking, House Republicans have blocked the release of ethics report on Max Gaetz. And, oh God, now, what is Milo done? Why is he crawling out of the closet again?
We got to talk about this. Everybody talks about this guy. He's
I don't know what your opinion is of Alex Stein's show. But I think it kind of stinks like the butt crack of a plumber.
Oh.
I do. I really liked him when he was out there in the field.
Yep.
And then he came up with this blimp idea and built out
Pimp
this
on a
whole
blimp.
set. And
It doesn't make any sense. And he brings gamer girls on like these bimbos, and I just don't
and
get
talks
it.
to his dead mother in AI. It's really weird. It's just not
good.
No.
So he's got Milo on, Milo Yiannopoulos, who goes by @Nero, Nero on X.
Well, of course he does. All right.
'Cause
Yeah,
he's-
I've never really
'cause
been
he's
a
a humble
fan
man.
of Milo because I really know in
He's
graphic
obnoxious.
detail I have pictured.
Oh.
Okay, hi, buddy.
Hi.
I have pictured him and his
What?
black person's significant other, married,
He's not
whatever.
anymore,
Well, I
though.
know, but he would be very graphic about the cork soaking, okay, and the
Yeah. Okay. So let's
other
move
stuff.
on.
And so I really didn't like him. I formed a really bad, like a, ugh, you know. And she really liked him for a while because he was a provocateur.
We got to talk about this. Everybody talks about this guy. He's an open cuckold. Destiny is on tape.
I'm sorry.
Performing fellatio
on Nicholas J. Fuentes.
No.
Listen, I paid $50,000 for that video. It's Nick Fuentes.
You paid for that video?
Yeah,
Yes.
I paid Destiny. I said, give me something that looks like Nick Fuentes.
No, you did not!
Yes, he did.
I just said, pick the one that looks the most like Nick.
I've only seen the screen grab.
Listen,
We're all going to
listen.
jail.
An established fact is merely something that most people have heard and most people think might be true. And so all you need to do is get the footage out there, and after the first couple of hundred TikToks, it's a fact.
You're better than that.
No, I'm fucking not. I'm fucking not. Have you met me? Have you been listening tonight? I'm fucking not.
We got to talk about this. Everybody talks about this guy. He's
What'd
an
he say?
open
I'm fucking
cuckold.
not.
Destiny is on tape.
I'm sorry.
Performing fellatio
on Nicholas J. Fuentes.
No.
Listen, I paid $50,000 for that video. It's Nick Fuentes.
You paid for that video?
Yeah, I paid Destiny. I said, give me something that looked.
Shenanigans. All right. So this is Tim Burchett. Wow, I really like.
I love him, dadgummit.
I really like.
Dadgummit.
I really like Tim
He's got his
Burchett.
barn jacket, his
This is my-
Carhartt barn jacket.
This is my Tim Burchett accent. I really,
He's got his barn
I really
jacket on.
like him.
His barn coat.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, Tim Burchett. Just
Tim
leaving the
Burchett.
Doge meeting with Elon and Vivek Ramaswamy. And I think the key to the whole thing is going to be, the key to the whole thing is in that room. If Congress doesn't have the guts to do those things that they're talking real big about, it's just a waste of time. They'll do away with executive orders and unelected bureaucrats who put rules and regulations on us. But if Congress doesn't have the guts, and that's what scares me, you know, I vote against a lot of stuff. There'll be 15 or so red dots on the board, which means we voted against horrible spending, and there'll be about 400 green lights on the board, and that's going to be the problem. My friend Chip Roy is right here. Chip, how are you? Knox, East Tennessee.
Great
everybody.
Americans?
I was just telling them that the problem's in that room.
That's what I just said.
Yeah,
Yep.
100%, and that we've got to have the guts to pull the trigger.
Yeah,
on
our
this
friends
stuff.
Elon and Vivek can do a good job exposing it, but then we got to actually do our job. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope they do it, and then we'll have to hold our colleagues accountable.
Right
See you,
on.
brother.
Amen. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for sitting here.
Yeah, I just like him. And you know what? I just there's something going on. There is a universal energy movement. I believe in a great meta narrative. I think
You
things have
believe?
fate. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Think
Yeah.
about you every night and day.
I've paid for sex before. I've slept with. I will not say I've slept with prostitutes because I would not denigrate those women with that term. I prostituted them. I participated in sin. I objectified them so keen to worship at false altars that I allowed myself and other people to be denigrated. I desecrated his code. The one word that hit me so hard in Corinthians, when Paul says to them, did you not know?
Did you not know?
That your body is a temple. It's the did you not know that gets me. Did you not know that your body is a temple? Did no one tell you that it's sacred, that you are beautiful? You can't have known, otherwise you wouldn't live like that. You can't have known that you are loved, so loved that he would do that for you. He did that for us. Let's not carry on doing the stuff that you got nailed up there for.
Right. Stop
Did you not know that your body is a temple?
Yep.
God is using him so mightily.
Wow. It's just amazing, man. He's like a I mean, to me, right? I came from an evangelical background. Okay. All right. I'm very Berean. I read it. I divide it. I understand the Greek. I drill down on scripture. I always have. That's very, very the way I've always approached it. And there's very few men, okay, that I look to that I go, wow. And this baby Christian over here, this baby Christian, God is lifting up, I think, as like an amazing modern day preacher. Prophet, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. But he's amazing. He's really amazing. You know, the things that and the reason I think I'm so sensitive to him is when we were first saved,
right?
We were very much like him.
Yep.
We were in this cage stage. It was like, you
see what this says?
Do you not see this? Oh, yeah. Do you not see this?
Yeah.
And we were running around talking to all these people at the church, you know, going, my God.
Did you not know?
Cut off your hand, you see. So he nails these things and he just parks on them, and just the wonder about what it is that hits him, he's able to communicate, I think, in a very beautiful way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, our buddy Truth Air.
I've paid to...
developing story, breaking a story here. So we're going to have to quote tweet this or forward it right away. This is a developing story on educational practices in Maine School Administration District 55, MSAD. Significant issues have come to light regarding the district's ability to maintain an equitable learning environment for all students. So, right, he's working on this developing story. And I think he wrote me about something else he's cooking up that he's got as a bombshell. So we're going to be looking forward to that. That's our eye in the sky. You want to be following him if you are not.
I've paid for sex before.
Okay, well, I know you've paid for sex before, Russell. Thank you.
Calm down.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, this guy is doing yeoman's work. It's at Truth Air Media. Real simple. You need to be giving him a follow. And, of course, the ever great According to Waz, at According to Waz. You need to be following him always in everything. All right, so we got a little more of this on the way out, guys. I don't know. We just got to...
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Right. All right, okay. So we've got a new Afro-American vibe going on here with the Kamala.
I knew y'all were in town. I couldn't let it go without coming by to say hello. And to say thank you to everyone here, all of these extraordinary leaders. I wanted to come by and say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, whatever you may celebrate. But most important, let's make sure we celebrate each other. I knew y'all were in town.
Important. Let's make sure we celebrate each other. So give me a hug. Fucking piece of shit. I'm so glad that we got about like this much longer to listen to this. I mean, you know, every once in a while she pops up on our radio screen. Not too often, right? But every once in a while
still is the vice president.
we wake up in the middle of the night with that going off. Oh my God, a nightmare. All right, so this is a full speech at Calgary. Check out Billboard Chris.
Yeah, this isn't meant to be.
This isn't meant to be played in full, but we just want to highlight Billboard Chris. I don't know if you've never heard of him, but he's a pacifist. He just puts billboards on and say things, and then he stands outside and lets whatever happen happen.
That's
and it's
true.
pretty crazy.
So my name is Chris Elston. I'm known as Billboard Chris, and I'm traveling the country, literally hanging out on street corners and going to busy events, going to wherever the people are, just have conversations about gender ideology, mainly the medical harm that is coming to kids when they want to switch their sex. Because we have children who are being indoctrinated either in school or primarily on social media as well to believe that it is stereotypes that determine their sex or their gender. So overwhelmingly, it is supportive. At least I would say 9 out of 10 people support what I'm doing. People know instinctively this is wrong. We should be letting children grow up because it's not stereotypes that define who they are. If a child is gender non-conforming, we should just encourage that. That's fine. You don't need pharmaceutical drugs, cross-sex hormones, and surgeries to find your true inner self. But people understand this. People are supportive. It's just most of the supportive people are quiet. I'm just going to keep traveling the country, keep having these conversations. Because I know
noticed that, and production-wise, it's hard when you're in the media not to watch something and go, "Oh my God," you know. But what I might do is use some of those images out of this Rebel News clip, and I think what I want to do is make a documentary about what happened last night. Basically, is sort of the vision that I have, and so I may have to watch it back myself again. I probably will, the whole thing in its entirety, because it was amazing what happened last night in this meeting. The levels of chicanery and shenaniganage was off the charts.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that interspersing the right quotes and the right cuts from that movie, and then talking about something with narrative, and then intersplashing it with pictures of this gender stuff that's going wrong. Okay, kind of some of the horror pictures, the stuff that nobody's sharing, the detransitioners. You with me? So I kind of have this vision for a project, and I mean like a short and dirty, quick and dirty, in and out in a day or two. Get this sucker done and out there, and then we need to start a pressure campaign, because this clinic in Maine is ground zero, people. It's ground zero, and the battle and the time is now. Speaking of battle and the time and now, Pete Hegseth not backing down, boys and girls, right? That's not super breaking, but that's good enough for me, right? It was 18 hours ago. Oops, where are we? It's in the dark in there. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all that kind of stuff. I forgot to tell you that before. And also let you know that, well, we talked about it a little bit, but if you're just joining us, we got over 2,100 views, right? So that's rocking, man, for a morning. If you can support us financially in any way, we really do appreciate it. We are working on stories, okay, like this trans ideology stuff and the school board meeting that we live streamed last night. It was the best live stream we ever had. Totally awesome, right? So what do we got here, Waz? What are we doing here? All right, let's play this. We got a request. We can do that. Well, I don't know, over there.
God.
All right, hang on. We gotta have cat. I gotta do dog rotation in a minute. All right, let's listen to this.
Drinking my 6th espresso today because I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning to drive 2 hours and work 12 hours and drive back to my hotel 2 hours, where I haven't seen my family in 7 fucking days, because that's just the economy we're living in. Meanwhile, blue-haired, leftist, upper middle class shit libs who work at Guitar Center and Hot Topic and dwell in apartments while their parents pay for their college so they can explore their sexuality and become DJs are mad at me because I refuse to vote for the fucking architects of the economy that got me here in the first place. Also, that they could take more taxes from me to send to Ukraine and Israel and Palestine and 20 other countries around the world. Get fucked. Meanwhile, left libertarians are also mad at me because I refuse to vote for their actually unemployed twink in a cowboy hat butt munch who literally lives in a basement, who couldn't get 0.4% of the entire national vote in the United States of America, all because they hate Trump more than they care about the economy or the middle class or families or children. Get fucked. This election wasn't just a mandate against the left, or a mandate against transing the kids, or a mandate against public education, or a mandate against immigration. It was a mandate against politicians that don't put Americans first. Everyday, blue-collar, working-class Americans raising families in America are sick of it. Put Americans first. Period. Plain and simple.
Yep. Perfect.
Or lose. It's up to you.
Perfect.
Drinking my...
Perfect. Very well said. Very succinct. Lucid. Good. I like it. It's the truth. And I think that I'm actually gonna bookmark that because I want to think about that again as I'm trying to refine the Pine Tree Patriots mission statement, which is also on the list of things that I need to do today. Listen, guys, it is a never-ending list of shit I have to do. And I'm trying to, I hate to harp on it. I'm trying to make money. I have to, as soon as I get off, I have to do 2 auditions for reading audiobooks. But even if I get those jobs, and I would be happy to get those jobs because it helps me to bridge the gap. But that's time away from being able to pursue these important stories. And I really feel like we're onto something with this Gardner School District MSAD 11. And it is a sad state of affairs in that school district. MSAD 11. So, help us do that. Please help us do that. Exercise your ability to tip on the X page or buy us a cup of coffee, maybe each, or a pot of coffee or something like that.
Sweatshirt.
So, all right. Am I someplace in a thread? Where am I? Am I for you? Am I in the wrong place? Oh, yes, I'm in the completely wrong place.
You're the wrong place.
But Tooth Chipper says, man, the more I learn about Amelia Earhart, the more I realize what a fucking retard she was.
Okay.
Man, you never know what'll give you a belly laugh on X, right?
It's weird.
What's that?
The Daily Wire hasn't reported on last night at all. Not that I can find.
Well,
the Gardner stuff.
Yeah, they'll once they get a hold of Richard's stuff, they'll be on it.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna get on. Like I said, I got to do that today, man. Hopefully, Truth Air Media can help by watching and recommending all the short clips. Then I can teach her how to do them in Substack, and then get all the captioning on them, and puts a little blurb at the front and back of it. It's pretty cool stuff. So we got to get that going because there's a lot of gold there, and like I said, we need to come up with. We're gonna have a meeting. Is it Saturday? I think we're gonna get together on Spaces and talk about maybe potentially. I think would be a good idea to talk about this battle that's going on here and how we can organize a pressure campaign. And I want to get normal gardeners, residents, like normal ones. Not all the fruitcakes that they had sign
Not
up
all
to
the
speak.
social workers and school nurses and
Right.
teachers
Not
and
all
coaches.
them flaky assholes. right? Real fucking people with real kids that are going there going, what the fuck you think you're doing here? Right? That's what I didn't see last
Parents
night.
should be outraged.
I felt last night was in many ways a limp dick. I'm sorry,
You know-
it was. There weren't enough residents there that were really, there weren't anybody. I mean, Sean petitioned or motioned to have the meeting extended to let the 6 other people that wanted to talk.
Right.
That's all there was on the damn list.
That's
it. Where were the other parents? Where were they going, man? They're in the halls or whatever, and they're going, we want to talk, we want to talk, we want to talk. You know why? Because they don't know. They don't know. We got to go find them and make sure they do.
we got to
No.
plaster the town.
We gotta light it up, man. Put shit,
Telephone
print
poles.
stuff, put stuff up on telephone poles.
Free magazine stuff.
We need to get busy. We need a strategy, right? Yeah, but that's it. We got to just keep going out there and hammering at it. So this is good. I'm glad that Pete Hegseth is staying in the fight.
You fight, you go do tough things in tough places on behalf of your country, and sometimes that changes you a little bit. And by the grace of God and my Lord and Savior, I had an opportunity to come on up out of it and do great things with great veterans organizations that fought for vets, that fought for reform at the VA and for war fighters, and at the Fox News Channel to advocate for those very same causes. And I'm proud of what I fought for. I'm not going to back down from them one bit. I will answer all of these senators' questions, but this will not be a process tried in the media. You fight, you go do tough things in tough places on behalf of your country, and sometimes that changes you a little bit. And by the grace of God and my Lord and Savior, I had an opportunity to come on up out of it and do great things with great veterans organizations that fought for vets, that fought for...
Sorry about that. The dog rotation turned into a bigger thing than it was. And
Bigger?
so,
Okay.
all right. So, yeah, here we go. Parents' rights education in Maine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you don't know, man, it's like if they're above 16. And here's the other thing, too, is they say 16. But,
Right.
14 is almost 16, right? We need to start treating you now.
We kind of lost the battle when they passed the law.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a law that says that children can be treated without parental
After
consent.
16. Well, then fuck them. Emancipate them at 16 then.
Here. Oh.
They emancipate them. Yeah, you can't have one without the other. But they do. But they do.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so it's
Stop.
bullshit. Stop, honey.
Baby.
Stop. No. Go lay down. Yeah, you. Go lay down.
Go lay down.
Lay down. Lay down or I'll put you in the cage.
Ooh.
That's what I tell mama. All right. So, Speaker Johnson just announced that one of the first big moves President Trump and Congress are going to make to bring federal employees back to in-person work. Good. Drag their asses back in. Again, what'd you say? 95% of them working from home? Sounds like we can cut about 95% of the government.
1%
okay.
actually go in.
Well, fuck, keep the janitors and then promote them.
Yeah, right.
Give them a job doing something more important, and
Yeah.
fire all the other fuckers that don't come into work.
Yeah.
And then hire some other janitors.
Oh, okay.
Some Mexicans or something. On their way out, might as well rotate them in, rotating cleaning detail, on the deportation. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's a joke, bad joke. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
So, all right. So, yeah, we had a tsunami that never came, right? There was a big earthquake and they expected a big wave and the wave never came. And so no
Right, so
movie
some
and
people are
Hollywood's still
saying-
there.
Yeah,
What's the deal? Why there wasn't a wave? Because earthquakes are fake. They're not real. It's a conspiracy.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I don't know why there wasn't a tsunami.
JD
All right, what do we got
Vance
going
is in
on here? Whoa,
Nashville.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, this is good. You got to listen to the sound, though.
All right, we will. Is
Can
this
you imagine living here?
is this one of these moments? Yeah. Yep. Okay, let's watch this. Very cool. Click, click, ding. Do that. Make sure you do that. Oh, very important. Oh, God. Damn.
Keep watching.
Fuck. Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. I got to bag it up. Sorry.
What did you do? Hi.
Fuck. Do you suppose this was just recently installed? Oh my God. Oh jeez. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Why is it so funny to watch people fall down or do stupid shit like this? I don't know why.
Because we're monkeys.
I guess. It's great. I love it. All right. So let's listen to Lindsey Graham.
Oh, I got
What's he
news.
on about this time?
Wait. Nancy Mace might be running against him for Senate. So, we'll see.
You know he's in the closet. You know it.
Yeah, okay. Well,
He's
leave him,
not
leave
married.
him there. Just leave him alone.
He's not married.
I've known Pete for a long time. I served with him in Afghanistan. The people over there said nothing but great things about him. The allegations against Pete are all anonymous sources. I am not going to make any decision based on an anonymous source. If you're not willing to raise your hand under oath and make the accusation, it doesn't count. I've heard everything about all these people. None of it counts. No rumors, no
but
innuendo.
you were there for the Kavanaugh hearings.
I've seen this movie before. I've known Pete for a long time. I served with him in Afghanistan.
It's hail.
The people over there
This is
said
hail.
nothing but great things about him. The allegations against Pete are all anonymous sources. I am not going to make any decision based on an anonymous source.
All right, it's
if you're not
repeating.
willing to raise
Oh.
your hand under oath and make the
I'm
accusation.
really not with it this morning. I am
you're
so
not.
sorry.
My
I am so sorry.
God.
So this is little X, not to be confused with little Nas X.
Oh.
Right. This is little Elon X.
So Elon X.
Yeah, little Elon X. Check him out. Isn't he cute, little monkey? Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. Chip off the old block. There with Vivek and Mike Johnson. I mean, look at this, man. This is great.
Yeah, it is.
This is like this power team, man. This him and him together. It's gonna be good. Doge is gonna be good, right? Okay, so
All right, now keep going.
okay,
That's the bounty, $1,000 bounty we heard about yesterday.
All right.
All right, you might want to just hit refresh and start at the beginning again. I think we're getting a little. Is that Scott Jennings? No, that's not Scott Jennings. Nah, never mind. Just hit refresh and. Oh, this is a good shouting match.
okay.
I think.
I like
Is that what that
those.
is?
Is this it?
I think.
Yeah,
it is.
all hell broke loose. All right, this is worth watching.
Yes.
This is worth
Yes,
watching.
I like this.
Is it a remembrance of September 11th? It was. Was it in New York? It was at Ground Zero. Okay. Who's usually at an event like this closest to the President of the United States? Security-wise? The SAC of the detail. Special agent in charge of the detail. Were you the special agent in charge of the detail that day? Actually, let me address this. Could you please, staff, leave that one up with the circle around me. Thank you. So actually, Congressman, what you're not seeing is the SAC of the detail out of the picture's view. And that is the day where we remember the more than 3,000 people that have died on 9/11. I actually responded to Ground Zero. I was there going through the ashes of the World Trade Center.
Oh, God.
I was there at Fresh Kills.
I'm not asking you that.
I was
I'm asking
there,
you if
Congressman.
were you the special agent in charge?
To show respect
You were not.
for a Secret
Oh, that's
Service
a bunch of
member
horse hockey.
that died on 9/11.
Oh, that you were trying to be.
Do not invoke 9/11 for political purposes.
Oh, I'm not. I'm invoking this.
You are, sir.
Gentlemen,
You are out of
gentlemen,
order.
I would like to ask him a question, please.
You are out of line,
order.
Congressman.
Don't try to bully me. I'm an elected member of Congress, and I'm asking you a serious question, and you are
I am a public servant who has served this nation, and you won't answer the question on our day, on our country's darkest day.
Committee will come to order.
The committee will come to order.
I'm asking you serious questions for the American people, and they're very simple. They're not trick questions. Were you the special agent in charge that
No,
day?
I wasn't. I was there representing the United States Secret Service, sir.
Mr. Fallon, your time's
It did not
expired.
affect protective
You know why you were there? Because you wanted to be visible, because you were auditioning for this
I was
job.
there to
and
pay
you're not gonna
respect for
get
a
it.
Yeah.
member of this agency.
You endangered
You are
President
out of line,
Biden's life,
Congressman.
Vice President
You are out of
Harris's
line.
life, because you put those agents out of position.
Mr.
Did you have a
Chairman.
radio with
Mr.
you?
Fallon,
Did
your
you have
time
a-
has
did you have a
expired.
weapon?
I did, sir, and you are out of line.
Mr. Chairman.
Wow.
We don't like our president being shot.
No. You know,
Makes us a little angry.
it just pisses me off and, you know, all of us off. And I tell you something, man. It's like we're still not to the bottom of any of this shit. Okay, and his blockhead is still there. Isn't he? Is he still the guy that's running the show over there, right? I don't think there's anything different, right?
Right.
Man, I can't wait till Dan Bongino gets in there and kicks some ass. And yes, it's disgusting he used 9/11 to hide behind. The damn coward, right? All of these people are. Yeah. Yep. And I tell you, man, it's like I'm kind of digging the whole, you know, fuck your Robert's Rules of Order in your 5 minutes. Okay, I got to say something, and I'm going to chew this asshole out.
Oh.
Seriously, because these people do nothing but stonewall and use the system, right? And it's disgusting, and we never get anywhere. Look, they tried to kill the former president and now president-elect of the United States of America. And somehow we're still not like right on top of getting to the bottom of that. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, man. As they say, no. All right. Amish.
You got that one pretty quick, honey.
Hell yeah, I got that one real quick. We went to see all the Amish Christmas lights last night.
There you go. There's 9 more if you want.
Oh, there's 9 more? Yeah,
no,
okay, no, that's all right. I think we get the idea.
Yeah.
That was good. I'll give that an official ring. That was good. We used to work with the Amish all the time. Yeah, they don't do the electricity thing, right? Yep. They don't celebrate Christmas either. So, just in, upcoming Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, has started following Andrew Tate.
I just thought that was interesting.
Well, that's interesting, you know. I mean, you know, Andrew's a mixed bag, but he's a man. Definitely about being manly and all that shit. But who knows? I don't know. Maybe he's checking out the chicks that are in his fans only accounts or whatever.
Fans only.
Shit that's going on.
Okay, honey. I love
So, National Police Association, otherwise known as the NPA, endorses Kash Patel for FBI director. I don't know who they are, but I think that's great. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, so we saw this.
Yep.
And this was, oh my God. This is crazy. This was crazy what you guys missed if you didn't see it last night.
Why don't we just remove the word approval, get all the information, do our students the best possible service by putting it off, but getting all the information tonight, absorbing all the things that these brave people in this room have testified about. I don't see the issue if we all want more information of voting against approving it tonight.
This lady was great.
Jeff?
Yes, the reason I made this motion was because of the inbox, the flood of emails.
Flood.
It's obvious there is controversy about this. I'm asking for a delay, that's all. Just let's give this another 30 days, another 60 days.
So I
What I've been
Aha.
hearing consistently is that you all want more information.
Yes.
We have a method of more information right now, and that is the presentation that we're supposed to be listening to. So I think that it would be in everybody's best interest if
Nope.
we address the motion on the table, figure that out, and then we listen to the presentation, because obviously everybody needs more information, despite the fact that there was a forum for the public to ask any questions to be answered. October
Didn't have
29th.
the school's name on it.
So
Wasn't
yeah,
advertised.
I think we need to be listening to that presentation right now, because these are the people that know, they know what they're doing.
They know.
Jeff, you're the one.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That right there is a disgusting appeal to authority. Trust them. They're the doctors and nurses and nursing people that are all about health care. They have white coats, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
One that brought up our inbox.
Fucking hell.
So there were 633 emails processed. 542 were opposed to this. There were a total of 89 residents within the district that wrote emails.
527 had no connection to our
None.
district based on what we
None.
could figure out.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's
Scratched
tax
over the last 6
dollars.
days.
Our federal tax
And
dollars
then
pay for it. There is a
I
connection.
would
Federal
challenge
tax dollars.
You are,
Right.
over the last 6 days,
527 had no connection to our
None.
district based on what we could figure out.
none.
Yeah, there you go.
Scratched over the last 6 days.
Our federal tax
And
dollars
then-
pay for it.
By the way, it was 8,000 emails were sent.
Yeah.
They fucking lied about how many they got.
Yep. 8,000 were just from Alvin's site.
That's right. 8,000 from Alvin and the work we did getting that message out there through Alvin.
Yep.
Right? I guarantee you they're underplaying how much outside support came. But you heard that guy. Federal tax dollars. You're damn straight. There should be some question about what other people's opinions are from outside the district.
Where there is a
I
connection.
would.
Alan, you are not on the board, and you need to, this is not a conversation.
You need to pipe down.
This is not.
Ignore it, please.
Just ignore him.
I would
So
encourage you at this point to move.
we're gonna move forward. They're called click politics or email bots. And I respect people
Email
being against
bots.
it. I understand it.
Wow.
Email bots.
Now we need to write him a letter saying, I'm offended that you called me a bot. And obviously you didn't read my letter.
Right. Okay, so now the next task is going to be an email campaign where every single one of you learn how to use artificial intelligence and craft an individual email of your own.
Oh, with AI.
Unique and different in each respect, and then cut and paste it back in on the website. You understand? So that it doesn't look like it's all templates, because that's all they're saying, you know. It was but the truth is there was an actual person behind every one of those emails. It was just
Yes.
happened to be written, and people use the template.
People do that all the time.
Right. So
Because you're saying it's the same message.
right. So this is totally disingenuous, but if there are different, but then, you know, they'll just say it's bots making up different emails. So they'll just lie.
They
you know.
will. They're just awful.
They're disgusting.
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 That's what I say.
All right, so you guys want to see
Just pancetta. Just some
all right, so
pancetta.
you know,
Why don't we
Uh-oh. It's gonna go on sale.
just remove the word approve?
why don't we just shut up? So anyway, the end thing there was it did get put off. It worked. Our campaign
It
worked.
didn't get tabled, right?
No,
But it
no,
did
because
get-
you table something, then it's like, well, we might never pick it back up.
Right.
No, but it's put off.
Right. So now we need a new plan. What's our
Right.
new plan? Are we going to protest to bring? Maybe we need to have some people out there carrying signs.
We need to figure out how to get more than 86 emails from local Gardner residents, and we need to figure out how to physically get these people out and
Well, look,
motivated. They need
okay.
to understand what's happening here.
We got to find out. Maybe the fucking people want it. Okay, then what do we do?
No, we got to educate them
Right.
as,
about what could
as much
happen.
as possible
They're being passive.
to
like,
the horror that they are opening. This is a Pandora's box. Okay, everybody sees. I do not think it means what you think it means. This is applicable right now. Okay, Inigo Montoya.
Yes,
It does not mean what you think it means.
No.
Okay, when they say reproductive health care, that involves taking out your hysterectomy because it does have to do with your reproductive system.
Oh.
You do understand that, right?
Ew.
Right?
Yeah.
And the drugs and the whatever. And they're going to cross wire with other specialty providers. Like the surgeons that'll cut the breast tissue off.
Jesus.
This is a big racket here, guys.
Yep.
They have a lawsuit against them for dispensing medication to children
In baggies.
in Ziploc baggies, unmarked.
Yeah. There's a lawsuit. Yet the person that was speaking on behalf of the organization
Had no
said they had no idea.
idea.
No idea.
None. Zero. Zilch.
A lie.
Which, of course, was a lie. Which makes you even want to go, oh, you want to toss them out on their hide just that much faster.
Yep.
So a long-standing feature, maybe the longest-standing feature of Cold War propaganda in the West was the Soviet grocery store. No products.
We saw this before.
No choices.
Face back out
shoddily
there.
made things. And it wasn't actually propaganda, it was real. And you can look up the pictures on the internet if you want. So we thought it would be interesting to take a look at a contemporary, modern-day, 2024 Russian grocery store 2 years into sanctions.
Hey.
Here we go. All right.
They
There we go.
dropped the thing down.
So I guess you put in 10 rubles here, and you get it back when you put the cart back. So it's free, but there's an incentive to return it and not just bring it to your homeless encampment.
Huh.
Okay. This is the grocery cart escalator. This is designed, I'm figuring this out now, where the wheels don't move, they lock on the grocery cart escalator. Look, Ma, no hands.
Oh, you mean it doesn't go...
Retail placement here is a little bit different. So it's like walking through Macy's to get to Whole Foods. Okay, we've gotten through the perfume section to get to the grocery store. So we're gonna try and buy what a family of four would buy every week, and we're gonna see what the selection is, and we're gonna see what it costs. Now, Russia is famous for its bread, which is one thing I can assess pretty
I like
well.
the music.
The low-carb lifestyle has not swept Russia.
Low carb.
Thank heaven, because they, I mean, look at that. It's fresh, too. Look at that. Oh, come on. Unicorn and mini mills. All right. Some kind of Russian wheat cookies. Ooh, we need coffee. Don't we?
Meat cookies?
No, wheat cookies.
Oh.
I think.
I don't know if this is sugar or flour, to be honest.
Oh my
with you,
God,
but,
look at it outside. It's a tundra.
It looks like a staple, so we should get it. It's a
So
very good
windy.
looking package.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be flour, right? And this is Russian wine. It's from Crimea, which not only has the warm water naval base, but also is the source of most of the grapes in this part of Russia for wine. So it's apparently pretty good. Cheese puffs. You check out of a grocery store and you've got gum, razor blades, and candy. Actually, they hide the razor blades because we steal them. But these are all seem to be Western products. Mars, Twix, Snickers, Milky Way, Bounty, Gillette, Paul's Cough Drops, Mentos.
Yeah.
It's pretty non-sanctioned to me, but what do I know? I went from amused to legitimately angry. So we were guessing what this would cost. Everybody hears from the United States, buys groceries, and we didn't pay any attention to costs as we were just putting in the cart what we would actually eat over a week. And we all came in around $400, about $400. It was $104 US here. And that's when you start to realize that ideology maybe doesn't matter as much as you thought, corruption. If you take people's standard of living and you tank it through filth and crime and inflation, and they literally can't buy the groceries they want, at that point, maybe it matters less what you say or whether you're a good person or a bad person. You're wrecking people's lives in their country, and that's what our leaders have done to us. And coming to a Russian grocery store, the heart of evil, and seeing what things cost and how people live, it will radicalize you against our leaders. That's how I feel anyway, radicalized. We're not making any of this up, by the way, at all.
Yeah, now, I think it's important to note that, you know, the wage, the local wage, or the wage that's prevailing in the country has everything to do with this equation, right?
Right, so we don't
They just
know.
don't make as much either. So you have to really say, how much is food a portion of a Russian person's budget in order to feed themselves, right? And he didn't present that. So I'm not saying that it's not better or that he's not right about these things, but you can't make a direct comparison like that. It's not exactly fair, and I would say that I'm disappointed in the editing because I don't even think it's entirely honest. It's a bit like Russian propaganda. I don't know. What say you?
Well,
and I really like Tucker too. I mean,
he did it based on U.S. dollars.
yeah, right. But
does that?
But I guess
go
what I'm saying is, if the
inflation?
the mean, or average salary of someone here in the United States,
right,
is, let's just say $100,000. Okay, let's pick a number out. And the average wage over there, it was a fourth of what he expected to pay.
Right. So
the groceries.
25,000.
So what if that's pretty much the prevailing wage that you get over there? I mean, it's,
Right.
So, and that, of course, again, you need to look at percentage of income to see how much more disposable income do you have to spend on the perfumes. And
right.
the perfumes and the other things on the way into the grocery store, the luxury items, how much more expendable or disposable income do people
Right.
have for that?
Yeah, did you notice he had to walk through a mall
Right,
to get to the grocery store?
Right.
What's that about?
right. Well, because they're the luxury items before you get to the,
Right, the
they want
food.
you to spend your money on these other things. I mean, marketing wise, I understand it. So, yeah, it's interesting though, right? And
So a
I don't
long-standing
know if you've ever seen the Russian subway, but it's pretty amazing to behold as well. Very clean. All right. So proposed Doge goals.
How they do it is going to be tough. Neither one of them has worked in government before. So there are significant hurdles and levers to get things done within Congress that they don't quite have the experience for. I talked to Congressman Jim Jordan this morning. He tells me that might be a good thing. Here's what he said.
I'll figure it out.
And I think that's probably a positive because they're smart, successful individuals, and no one can argue with that. I mean, some of the most successful guys on the planet. I think they're going to bring that perspective, and I think the country is saying, yeah, we want that kind of approach, that fresh, new, outside approach coming in.
How they do it is going to be tough.
Yep.
Neither one of them has
Absolutely.
worked
And
in
you know
government
what?
before.
I will tell you that personally, and
feature, maybe the longest standing feature of cold.
So there are significant.
No, everybody shut up. Oh my God, there's too many voices in my head. Ah!
Stop.
That's what I said. So, yeah. Sometimes I approach a problem. I don't really go and look at what anybody else has done before or how somebody else has done it. And as a matter of fact, sometimes I go, la 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 la. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because I
Right.
want to approach something from a fresh perspective. And I'm still very naive in the ways of the world as far as politics in Maine is concerned.
Yeah.
All I know is that everybody says, well, you got to have a lot of money to win a race. And I'm like,
Why?
what, why? Just like a 2-year-old. And they go, well, because you got to have to do a lot of advertising and blah, 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 and it takes a lot of money. And I go, well, but why? And I
Well, you
just
could
keep
throw
going down that rabbit hole because I refuse to believe in shit that is impossible. because you, dumbass, are living in yesterday.
Who's
And
a
I
dumbass?
am living in fucking tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Douche canoe, right?
Twat waffle.
Twat waffle. That's one of my faves, man. I like that one. Twat waffle.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, she's a raunchy woman. I told her I'm living with a raunchy woman. So, but yeah, man, I'm all about this energy. That's why I like Kyanga a lot, man. She brings that whole wonder and understanding that we live in literally in a time where we have artificial intelligence, okay, that at our every whim, like as soon as I get off here, the first thing I'm going to do is engage with artificial intelligence.
Oh, geez.
And I'm going to be doing that probably most of the day, either passively or actively. And you got to understand that that's the world we live in, man. We live in the Star Trek of the future in many ways. It's here. And if we
Right.
don't exploit those things, then we are fools.
Yep.
And we have a network, and I mean, we have this amazing communication tool called X, and Google, and Discord, and all these things, these workspaces that we can use to collaborate and learn and teach each other and grow and bounce off each other and brainstorm and come up with some, I mean, just what's never been thought of before. Nothing short of miraculous. And we have the ability to catch the attention of almost anybody on the planet, right? Through X. I mean, I can literally catch Donald Trump's attention, Elon Musk's attention, or one of the people that listens to me can catch their attention, right? We live in a truly amazing day and age. And I can't get enough of it, you know. I'm riding the wave, which is why it's all like we ever want to do. And it's kind of nice because, like, in the winter, we're kind of snowed in right out here, and we don't really have much of a choice of just sit inside. We can, stay inside and do stuff inside, and we got a lot to do. So, probably about time I need to be going doing that, isn't it?
It's time.
Holy crap! I
have to
went
use
way
the
over.
bathroom.
Oh man,
You
how did
you've
we
just
go
been
this
blah,
long?
Blah blah. You've just been talking.
Yeah, I do
You
that.
just like talking.
It happens. I don't know, man. It's like verbal diarrhea.
Oh. Oh God.
So I know, man. I'm
have to,
sorry.
like,
I'm sorry.
visuals it.
Well, you didn't need. I mean, you can visualize it if you want to. If you're weak in mind and you have to visualize
weak
everything
in
that you
word.
hear,
You're
then
not
I'm
disciplined
sorry for
in
you,
your
but
speech.
it's not my fault.
You need to be disciplined in your speech.
You need to be disciplined in your hearing. The
My
little
what?
you have. So, all right, man.
We're leaving.
We're gonna leave pretty soon. I think let me go big and really quick, because that's what we do before we leave. I will
What?
not tarry too long.
Oh my God.
What?
Look at this guy's ears. Well, now I gotta show. Wait. Okay. I bookmarked it so you can look at it.
You've got us all.
It's ears. Wait. Did you look at the other stuff?
What other stuff?
Oh, I guess we did. Yes, we did.
Wow.
I told you. Does anyone know what a carbon
He can't
14
ride in a
diamond battery is?
convertible, huh? Does anybody know what?
I was asking if anyone knows what a carbon 14 diamond battery is. Apparently, it's groundbreaking and it can give 5,000 years of power. I got a video on it.
Yeah. Not so good when it melts down, though.
Probably not.
It destroys the whole city, but
Probably the whole world. No, I don't. All right. What was that?
the cat bouncing off the dryer, coming down
Oh.
off the top of the
Okay.
stack washer and dryer. So yeah, wow. Okay. That's that was great. I really appreciate you bringing us the ears.
Thank you.
Mm.
I mean, you're welcome.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You guys have a blessed day. We've been on way too long.
Yeah, 2.8 thousand.
Yeah, excellent, man. That is a wait. That needs some applause, right?
Oh my god, that's obnoxious. 2,800. Thank you, Roz.
Yep.
I knew
yep.
one I have is fuck. Oh my god, I love fucknut. Okay, that's funny. All right.
I gotta find it. There it is. All right, guys. See ya. Bye.